All right. Looks like we are good. We are live. We are set. We are ready to go. Looks like everything is running. And we are up. We are up on all platforms when it comes to X and YouTube. What is good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I do appreciate everybody here, and yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope all of you guys are doing phenomenal. I already see some people asking questions. Mario Wonder's short game. If you just go straight through, if you actually try to 100% it and do all the special world, it's definitely longer. But it's the typical length of any other 2D Mario game. So if you beat it real quick, definitely try to 100% it. That will take you a lot longer. Shout outs to my man Dior. Welcome. Jeffrey Tucker. Welcome to the stream. We got a big show for you guys. Big show for you guys. I am so excited and ready to talk about today's topics. Massive Super Mario Bros. Wonder sales in Japan and Europe. We've got some new record-breaking Mario franchise sales to talk about. Sonic Superstars seemingly flopping in Japan, like even more than what Sonic usually flops in Japan. Star Ocean, the second story R fail. We're going to talk about that with the physical edition and requiring a download. And more Super Smash Brothers tournament drama coming from one of the biggest guys in the Melee scene, Ludwig, revealing some information. And Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 as well. We've got the reviews coming up. So that should be, we actually got the reviews just there. So yeah, we're going to talk about those as well. So a stacked slate of all the best gaming news for the day. And if we hit our goals, we have our combo count. We have all of that set up. I do have Horizon Chase 2 completely set, ready to go. I did the Epic account and all that just for you guys. So if we hit 30 times the combo count, we will have a bonus hour-long extra on the stream. But of course, all of the rewards for the combo count for the support during the stream can be viewed in the description. So check out the description. Let's get those rewards and let's go for the Horizon Chase 2. I actually set it all up. Always online. You gotta love it. All right. Let's see here. Just 100% Wonder today. Hey, congratulations. I wish I had as much time to play the game. I just don't have as much time, but I will definitely get it 100%ed at some point one of these days. I've just been super busy. Super busy. Jeffrey Tucker, welcome. B. Martin is here. Shout outs to the Canadian Maple Syrup Boys. Iskal, the Casual Noob, Kenyatta Ali, DCH, Joseph S, Richard Pauly, J2 Blue the Beast, Epic Globster, Ross 56TY, Life Will Change, Alonzo Vines, George FT. Yeah, I just got a lot going on. Yeah, one level left, but I got a lot going on. I wasn't even able to play video games yesterday. Like the past couple few days, I've been so busy. I'm doing a whole new like strategy with my, like, obviously with the streams, but I've been doing like a lot of behind the scenes stuff with it, just to make sure things run more optimal and better. It's a constant struggle. But I've also decided to do more of the big videos. So like usually after I do like a big, 25 must play buy, whatever the case is, like I'll usually just do like smaller videos, but I'm actually working on another big RPG video right afterwards, which I never do, which I'm gonna work on the more big videos and then kind of just get the news and all that stuff taken care of and live streams. So I'm kind of shifting a little bit, and that takes a lot of planning and like a lot of writing in my time, so yeah, so I don't have as much time to play. I have even less time to play video games as I did before, but we still got, I'll find time. I'll make time. Probably Sundays is when I'll get my gaming in, Yeah, but today's video took me a really long time to edit. Really, especially since it was all dynamic music. It was all, the tags, titles, all that stuff. So it took a long time. So I'm, making sure that I get my editing down. What's up, George FT? What is good? What's up, Armchair? What's up, the Great Wah? Ram, Matthew Jenkins, thank you so much for enjoying the video. If you guys haven't seen the video today, make sure you guys check it out. Like, put it in your watch later. It's my top 10 out of 10, or 10 out of 10 JRPGs, you know, that I would consider 10 out of 10. Not every single one, but just 10 of them that I would consider. They're, you know, old school games. You've got Super Nintendo games on there. You've got PS1 games. You've got some Switch games on there. You know, you've got kind of a good variety. You got GameCube. So, you know, you got a good variety of systems and games. Xbox 360 makes an appearance. So if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure you guys check it out. I mean, it's doing really well on the channel. It's doing way better than what my my big videos usually do, like at least starting out. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for your support on that. And here's the link so you guys can put it in your watch later if you haven't seen it yet. What's up, Adam Carson? Just got a long weekend moving. Oh, moving takes forever. I hate it. I didn't say it was the 100% list, and I also said put your own list. I didn't say that this is the definitive list that is top 10. No, and not only that, but I didn't even say it's a top 10 RPGs. I just said my own 10 out of 10. So that doesn't mean that there aren't more 10 out of 10s. That doesn't mean that your 10 out of 10 is this is the list. It just means my own. So yeah, you guys got to. That's why I told you guys to put your own 10 out of 10s in the comment section. Adam Carson, I'm drinking a combination of water and Diet Sunkiss. It's a lot of water mixed with a little bit of Diet Sunkiss. Adam Carson with the 13 months of tune-in tier pledge. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Got our first combo of the day. Let's go. First one, getting dressed for work. All right, got to get there, baby. I've not been playing my PS5 in forever. Work is taking my time. Yeah, it happens, Gregory. Winter's almost upon us, so it's time to look out for games I missed while I was broke. Hey, yep, Aries. Yep, that's true. What are you looking at picking up? Dominic D with the membership for 8 months and says, what up? Yo! B. Martin with the huge California
Just
smash.
Some love to one of my favorite content creators.
Hey, let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Shout outs to my man B. Martin with the big 30. Shout outs to my man Dominic D, double D, with the 8 months. But B. Martin, yo, a huge California smash. Should I call that the Ontario smash? The Canada smash? Canada smash. The maple syrup smash? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We like that around here. Thank you so much, B. Martin 001. Roasting ponies online and out here blazing a trail on PlayerEssence, man. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. You know I do, man. B. Martin been around for a long time, been supporting the stream for a long time, man. Thank you so much for your big support. You are now the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Anybody does 30 or more, you can tie it up. You can tie them up or pass them up. And of course, we got our new point rules going as well. So anything above that 10, Streamlabs, Super Chat, you get that 2 times points. So let's go, baby. Thank you so much. We are up to combo count 3 plus my man Dominic. That's another one. So we're at 4 already. Let's go. Already almost halfway to the extra 10 minutes on stream. Let's get it. Why Europe charts can't show sales numbers. Japan already shows sales numbers. Most sales chart trackers are NDA'd because that's just how it is. So nothing you can do about it. So let's see. So what happened with Star Ocean? We're going to talk about that in just a bit, Ryan Tyler. I actually watched your video twice before I forgot to hit the like. So I watched it. I didn't mind because the video was well done. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Flipping the switch with the 9 months. Has already been 9 months in the Ninja Village. Time flies. I swear that you've been here like it wasn't as long, but yeah, 9 months of flipping the switch over here on the channel. So yeah, man, thank you so much, flipping the switch. I appreciate you. Halfway there already, guys, to the 10 times combo and getting that extra 10 minutes on stream today, tonight. No questions asked. Let's go, baby. Thank you guys for your support. Flipping the switch. B. Martin with the big 30. Mr. Double D, Adam Carson. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let's see. Hey, and great video on 10 out of 10 RPGs. Thank you so much, guys. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. That's the type of content, real quick before we get into the topics of Mario Wonder, that's the type of content that I like, man. I'm really passionate about that type of content. I just didn't know if it was viable for me to actually do that content regularly, and if you guys would be into it. You guys are into it, and like I said, it's doing really good for how long the video is. I mean, it's beaten out all of my other shorter, news topics / videos. Like, it's already third best out of my last 10, and I know it's going to keep going, like, long-term wise, because a lot of my other videos that are like that, get long-term views, so yeah, I'm going to start doing those more often, and maybe some days we don't have a video. Like, I don't think yesterday yesterday we didn't have a video, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. You guys give me strength to continue. Shout outs to Chris with the $2. And Blue EX says, yo, happy 22 months, my boy. The Renangon, oh my God, I hit my mic, is upon you. Thank you so much, Blue EX. Appreciate that. Thank you to Chris with the $2. No message. Remember, guys, if you do drop a dono, you do get a music request as well. So take advantage of that. Also, Celtiverse with the 26 months, and Chris again with another $1. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, super combo counts coming in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got up to 9 already. We almost at that extra 10 minutes, boys and girls. Let's go. Thank you so much for the $3, Chris. Thank you for the 22 months and 26 months, respectively. Shout outs to the Elite Ninjas. Appreciate you guys. Let's go. Thank you so much for your support. But I think you guys want to hear about some of this Mario Wonder support that we've been getting. Hit that like button if you have not hit that like button already. So Mario Wonder, we've got sales numbers coming out from Japan. We've got sales records coming out from Europe. So officially, Super Mario Bros. Wonder has sold 638,000 units plus in Japan in the first 3 days. Shout outs.
Sales for Wonder are light.
Yes, sir.
Did Odyssey in Japan even with pop growth from 2017, but with an 800% increase in Switch install base. I can't help but think it should be more.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because we're definitely going to discuss it. So the one thing about pop growth, and I actually did a little bit of research, pop growth when it comes to Mario games doesn't matter. It's almost, especially 2D Mario games, it's almost irrelevant. Because the reason why it's irrelevant, because one, we don't have digital sales data right now. So, I mean, I get that. So that's the reason why it's almost irrelevant. But two, it's going to be a super long-term seller. That's how Mario games always are. Not everybody just rushes out and buys Mario games day one. So pop growth doesn't really matter here, honestly. After looking through it, thank you, Chris, for another $1. I appreciate that. Or actually, no, that was one. So it doesn't really matter too much here. What really matters is the fact that it's the best, fastest selling Mario game in a game, 2D Marios, which usually take a bit more time. And once again, we don't have digital sales numbers in. So in my opinion, I don't think it's bad at all. 3D Mario usually sells faster than 2D Mario. Like, that's just how it is for the most part, except for like the new Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Both of those sold really well, pretty quickly. But once again, we didn't have digital sales numbers. Digital for Nintendo is about 40%, 40 to 50-ish percent. So you can probably tack on another, just in Japan, probably another 300,000 units or so on top of that. So we're looking at probably around 1 million units if you include digital. Same thing goes for like Europe. It's the fastest selling Mario game of all time in Europe in the first 3 days. Once again, if we don't have digital sales numbers, but what we do know is that it's the fastest selling ever in Europe. I'm not sure if they can do much better than that. They're not gauging it on pop growth. They're basing it on just what are the sales numbers right then and there. And once again, you have to remember, Mario's a long-term seller. Mario's is a long-term seller, so it's going to be selling from now till forever. Look at New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. That game's pop growth was terrible, right? But look at it now. It's at 18 million units plus and counting and still rising up. So that's the reason why I say it's almost irrelevant, especially with 2D Mario. Especially with 2D Mario, because 2D Mario games sell just for a hot minute afterward, you know? So this game, 4 years from now, it's going to be like it might be like at 30, 40 million. It might be like at, whatever. It might be at some type of crazy number, So to me, it's all good because it's the fastest selling And once again, we don't have digital numbers in Japan. So like I said, digital is about 40% in Japan right now, based off of the what Nintendo reports, and based off of like Splatoon, Tears of the Kingdom, those sales numbers that came out. So if you're looking at that, you're probably looking at around 1 million units, starting off in Japan, which would be the fastest selling. Like, it was the fastest selling in Europe. So to me, it's actually really, really good based off of my analysis. I don't think Nintendo's upset with the numbers. I don't think Nintendo's upset with the numbers. But let's go over some of these donos. Thank you for the Big 10, Mr. Flipping the Switch. So yeah, you're not always going to get, like, even though you have like a massive increase in install base, you're not always going to get everybody to sit there, and it's not going to sell 100 times more than what it did beforehand. People are going to buy the game over time. But what you are going to get is faster sales right away, for the most part, for most of these games. And that's exactly what you're seeing with pretty much every single big game that has came out. It sells faster than all the games previously, but they're going to keep selling for years down the line, you know, for years and years. Chris with another, I think Chris, was it another $2 or? Okay, I think it just finally came in. So that's one. And then Gregory with the $5. Thank you so much, Gregory. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. That puts us at 11. So we have already unlocked a 10 extra minutes on stream. Let's go. If we get to 15, we will unlock 15 extra minutes. All of the rewards and everything are in the description, guys. So if you guys want to see the combo counts for notifications, for support, whatever the case is, donations, memberships, all that stuff, it's right there in the description. Definitely adding more value to the stream, bringing you guys more content. I've got Horizon Chase loaded up, Horizon Chase 2 loaded up, ready to go, always online. So we're going to play that if we hit our 30 times combo count. All right, so yeah. Definitely not bad at all. Just expected more love in the game. Fair about digital sales. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really expect more than what it did. I mean, it's the best selling in Europe, fastest selling ever in Europe. Probably in the US, it's very similar, if not more. In Japan, if you include digital, obviously, it's going to be above. The new Super Mario Bros. Are right at that, and it smoked Mario Odyssey. It pretty much beat every other Mario game that's been released in this modern time. So that's about what I expected. I expected it to be well above the previous Mario games. And once again, 2D Mario sells at a slower rate. So yeah, it's right where I expected. I expected about 600K or so based off of COMG, and it's right there and hasn't even hit the real holiday. In the holiday, that's when the real bump really occurs. You're going to see a massive influx of people buying the game. So yeah, it's right where I expected it to be. And it's going to keep going. We're going to get Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom sales in November, so that's going to be over 20 million units. So that's going to be fun. So it's going to be interesting for sure. Sonic didn't flop, and also Sonic Frontiers didn't flop. Sonic is back, baby. Sonic kind of flopped. But Sonic never really does that great in Japan anyway, though. Let's see here. Incredible first week for Mario Wonder in Japan and Europe. Sort of disappointed in both Sonic and Spider-Man in Japan, though. There's no reason to be disappointed in Spider-Man in Japan. I don't know what people were expecting. 77K is fine for that game in Japan. If they made it like, if they somehow made the animation like Miles Morales, like the movie, I think it would sell way more in Japan. If they made it more like the movie, like how the actual movie looks, Miles, like Spider-Verse or whatever, I think it could actually sell a lot more in Japan. But it's not looking like that, so no, it probably won't do as much. So yeah, I didn't have any hope for Spider-Man 2 amazing sales in Japan. It's a Western against Mario. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think anybody really expected that game to do more. I mean, it did well in Europe, in the US. That's where it's gonna do well. But I mean, even then, like, Spider-Man 2 still smoked Sonic, which we all expected that, but you know. So yeah, Mario Wonder Maker, LOL, I can see it being a thing soon. I don't think so. I think Nintendo's done with Mario Maker. Believe it or not, I think that they're done with Mario Maker. I think Nintendo saw that, what's the point of doing Mario Maker when games like New Super Mario Bros. Absolutely curb stomped both Mario Maker's games? Like, even the worst, you know, New Super Mario Bros. Games curb stomped, like, the quality or more quality Mario Maker games. So what's the point of even making Mario Maker anymore? Like, I don't know if there's even a point of doing it anymore, you know, at least not anytime soon. Maybe in the distant future when you have a lot of ideas, maybe you can do it, but I don't think there's really any point in doing it, you know, anymore at least, based off of how the market reacted. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think Mario Maker 2 is good enough. If you want to build levels in there, you build levels. Maybe they'll add some type of expansion to it with Mario Wonder stuff, maybe. But I doubt it. I doubt it. I think what's more likely is that they actually do a Super Mario Bros. Wonder, like Super Luigi U, Super Mario Bros. Wonder thing, like $30, and you get a bunch of extra levels and stuff like that. That seems more likely to me than them putting some type of extension on Super Mario Maker. But once again, I could be wrong with that as well. Could be wrong. Let's see, how do I feel about Super Mario Bros. Wonder breaking sales? I'm talking about it right now, Ahmed. So I mean, I feel okay. I'm just going over the news. It's good, I guess. It's good to see that, you know, they spent more time, you know, on the game, and now we got a better game, and it's probably gonna get them to never do new Super Mario Bros. Ever again. So yeah, but I think the person who's the lead on that's the Tezuka guy or whatever his name is. It's the same guy who leads 2D Mario though. So I don't think they're going to spend a bunch of resources on the next like Mario Maker. They're done with the game. They already said that they're done. There's no more content. So I don't see them ad hocing on content to Mario Maker anymore. The games just don't sell enough, in my opinion, when it comes to 2D Mario. They don't sell enough to keep on investing into it. I think they'd rather invest that money into making like a bigger 2D Mario experience, like a new 2D Mario experience, and then just get that out, because you got to look at the sales wise. Like, what's the point of investing more into Mario Maker? Because like, it's somewhat of a different team, but it's still a bunch of funds being invested into. You might as well just take those funds and put it into something else, like put it into different Mario projects, or put it into the next 2D Mario, like the big next 2D Mario game. Talking about a sequel, yeah, I don't think they're gonna waste time even with the sequel. I don't, but like I said, I could be wrong, man. We don't need to argue about it, like, or we don't need to go back and forth about it. I could be wrong, but I don't see them doing another one. I don't see them doing Mario Maker 3. I see them just having Mario Maker 2, and people want to play Mario Maker 2, they can play Mario Maker 2. You know, that's what I see them doing. So yeah, hey, what's up, Nintendo Prime? I think they're gonna focus on Mario Wonder 2. I don't know if it's even gonna be Mario Wonder 2. I think they just might have a whole new next thing, like just like not even just follow up on it. Just it'll be like a new thing, right? I mean, they might, but they might just say, hey, look, we're just gonna do a whole completely new, different thing this time. Mario Bros. Wonder is gonna be selling for a while. It's gonna be selling for a hot minute. So I don't think they're gonna be rushed to really get some other type of 2D Mario game out. I mean, they could just put that all into Mario Wonder 2, but we'll see. We will see. I think with the release of the Switch 2 could be very like re-release. I don't think it's even going to be a re-release on Switch 2. I think it's just going to be backwards compatible. They're just going to keep selling the game. I really don't think it's going to even be a re-release. I think it's just, you just buy the game and you can play it on there too. Maybe they put like an update. Maybe there's like a re-release like with the cartridge update, if they have like DLC or something that has it all on there. But I think it's just going to be the game. That's personally what I think. I'll probably end up waiting to get Mario RPG a while, since I have so many RPGs in my backlog. I'll more likely get Mario Wonder either next month or December. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Super Mario RPG. It's gonna be a good game. Can't say any more. Can't say any less. That's all I'll say. It's gonna be a good game. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. For those who haven't played it yet, yeah, it's gonna be good. Let's see here. People upset about Yoshi being easy mode. Meanwhile, I'm more upset Yoshi can't lick upwards or flutter jump continuously like in Yoshi's Island. Yeah, it's not a Yoshi's game though. So I mean, I think they just kind of put that in there, just to, you know, easy mode or heavy mode. People might be upset with it. That's fine. People can be upset. They're allowed to be upset. Be upset. Be upset. Let's see. I still need to get Mario Wonder. Get it. Ignore my profile picture. Sonic game will flop. How relevant? No matter what the quality. I doubt any Sonic game will flop. Well, the Japanese numbers so far definitely are floppish. They're definitely floppish. Oh no, Mario Maker sales aren't bad. Nobody's saying that the percentage or ratio is bad or anything. It's just, I'm just not sure if it's worth, to them, I don't know if it's worth the investment to do a Mario Maker anymore, because you got 2 Mario Maker games, both of them failed to hit 10 million units. You got New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, a game that is literally just a port of the Wii U game, right? and that sold 18 million. So why waste time on Mario Maker? And then you got Mario Bros. Wonder that's gonna smoke. That's gonna absolutely smoke. You know, Mario Maker. So they're probably gonna take those funds and put it into something else, like a different type of Mario game or something else, or use that money for an expansion to like the main big 2D Mario. Like they're gonna take those funds and put it somewhere else. Like it's still at the end of the day, like Mario Maker, you still have to spend a hell of money on that. That's not a cheap game to produce. I disagree. I disagree. I do not think that it's an easy game or it's a cheap game to produce. I highly disagree with that. Based off the developers that I've spoke to, adding in developer tools and different scenarios to make sure that your game doesn't crash or is terrible, and like putting together sharing codes and all the different styles that you have to put in there. Absolutely not. It's not a cheap game or an easy game to make. I highly disagree with that. Highly disagree with that. Based on everybody that I've spoke to, when it comes down to it. It's not like, oh, we can just make a Mario Maker, no problem. Oh, it's easy. Bullshit. No, it's not. Talk to any developer. They will talk to MVG. Talk to MVG. Talk to any developer, and they'll be like, no. That's not a cheap game. It doesn't matter if it's reused assets. It does not matter if it's reused. You still have to code and program and do everything for that specific game. You still have to do that. You have no idea about the cost. You're just saying it. It is not cheap and it's not easy to make a game like Mario Maker. It's just not. It's just not. You're not a developer. You've spoke with no developers on this topic, and like I said, we can get MVG on, and I can prove it. You know, so if I were you, Felipe, I would drop it because we can get him on and prove it. I've spoke with developers on this that have, you know, shared creation tools for creation, things like that. Even if it's reused, you still have to code, you still have to program, you still have to develop. And remember, Mario Maker games have whole single players built in. But Mario Maker 2 has a whole single player of unique, brand new levels. That's not reused. That's not everything's not reused. That's their own graphics that they're using for the game. Mario Maker is not a simple game to make. It's just not. Nin128 with the $25. Let's go. Finding the
super infuse your life with knowledge.
Thank you so much
for what is established.
Yes, sir.
Question everything. You are the best anchorman in gaming. Stay true, PlayerEssence.
Thank you so much, my man my man. Sorry, I was reading it wrong. Nin128. Thank you so much for the $25. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Almost at the Stream Hokage. B Martins still is at the top with the $25, or sorry, with the $30. You get 2 extra points there though, guys. We are close. We are almost at that extra 15 minutes on stream. So I do appreciate you guys. 2 more on the combo count and we will get there. Shout outs to Nin. You guys give him some love support emotes in the chat. Let's go. Felipe has never coded before. He's never coded before. He thinks, oh, since they're just reusing some assets, which it's not a complete reuse. They still gotta do things to the actual textures and the pixels and they still gotta do more work. It's not like they just pick them up, drag and paste. There's still more work to that. But man, y'all think that making this stuff is easy. That's how some people think. They think that it's just easy making this. I can guarantee you Mario Maker is not an easy game to make. I can guarantee you it's not. 100% guarantee you. They don't. A lot of people, if you say Mario Maker is easy to make, then go make Mario Maker yourself. Go try to see if you can make a game like Mario Maker. Go make it yourself. Go get it developed. Go see if you can make it and see how much time and effort and money it takes you to make something as big as Mario Maker that gives you all the tools and all the options. Oh, and make sure it doesn't break. Make sure it doesn't crash. Make sure it doesn't glitch. Make sure everything runs perfectly. Oh, and create a system to where people can play online. Oh, by the way, you've got to program and code and have your net code for online play as well. Make sure all that works too. Oh, make sure you have all these different characters. Make sure all this happens. Make sure that seriously, people really think that it's just simple. That's the problem with some people. They really think that it's just a simple thing to make, and it's nothing. So yeah. Okay, well, Felipe, how much does it cost to make a game like Mario Maker? Then how about this? You tell me. How much does it cost to make a game like Mario Maker? Go ahead. Let us know. How much does it cost? Give us a number. Give us a number. Give me a number. How much does it cost to make Mario Maker? To make it Mario Maker 1 and Mario Maker 2. Give us the sale, or give us the development cost breakdown. Go ahead. I'm waiting. I'll answer some other questions. And I need a number from you because you said it's not that expensive. Let us know. How much is it? Let us know. They definitely need to make a new Donkey Kong game. Mario has gotten love this generation, I think. Yeah. About $350. Let's see here. If it was easy, everyone would do it. That's what I'm saying. Is there any anime games you want to see in the future, upcoming or unannounced? No. No anime games. Still waiting on a new DK. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still waiting on that as well. Maybe we'll get one with the Switch too. What do you guys think? $11 billion. That doesn't sound cheap. That doesn't sound cheap at all. It's cheap to make Mario Maker, right? It doesn't cost any. It's very cheap in comparison. So how much is it? I want to know. I want to know how much it costs. Of course, you can't assume it's a cheap game, but you just did. The developer, because Nintendo's a big AAA developer, I think it's fair to say you can develop a sequel and get their money back. That's different. That's not what was in discussion here. That's a whole different thing. Of course, they can get their money back. That's not the point. The point is that you're not maximizing your money for the time that you spent on the game. There's a difference between getting your money back and being for profit as a business. When you make games for profit as a business, you want to spend your money on something that's going to get you the most amount of return, not get your money back. They're publicly traded. It's not a small little group it's not a Smash Brothers tournament that's just trying to break even or a little bit above it. They're a publicly traded company that's trying to make as much money for the most part as possible. So when you say it's not that expensive, you've given us no numbers, Felipe. So you've given us no numbers, and now you're pivoting to it's not that expensive. Give me a number. Stop beating around the bush. Give me a number. My whole argument or my whole thing was they're not going to spend time on Mario Maker and put funds into that when they can make something like New Super Mario Bros. And sell 18 million. Like they can remake probably Super Mario World 2, right? They can spend the money instead of Mario Maker. They can spend the money on Super Mario World 2, remaking that completely, and that will probably sell better than Mario Maker sold. That will probably sell 10 million units, or something like that. So they can take that money that would have put into Mario Maker and put it into something else, and they'll probably recoup all their money back and then some, whatever, past what Mario Maker did. That was my point. It wasn't about if it's expensive or not. That's not the point. The point is that it still costs money and time and all that. It's still not cheap, okay? It's not cheap like you said it was. And two, they'll put their money into something else that will sell better. That's the whole point. If Mario Maker 3 takes 3 years of development and Super Mario World 2 remake takes 2 or 3 years of development, but you think this game is going to sell 15 million copies compared to this game selling like 8 or 9 million copies, you're going to go with this option for the most part. And that's how developers and publishers actually they go based off of what they think has the potential to sell. So they're probably going to put their money in that. And that's what I'm saying with Mario Maker 1 and 2. Not that they didn't sell well, not that they're not well made, not that they're the most expensive games to make. It's that they did not do that great for the money that was invested in it. Like, there's been ports of Super Mario 3D All-Stars was just a port of 3 games, and that outsold it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got New Super Mario Bros. That outsold it. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, that outsold both Mario. So all these, not even new games, old Mario games, outsold Mario Maker by a good amount. So why are they going to waste time making Mario Maker?
What up, Bo?
They're not.
Best thing about Wonder is you just buy the game, pop
Yeah.
it in, and it just works.
Yes, sir.
I was surprised it didn't have a day one update.
No day one
That's
update.
rare to see nowadays.
Well, because the game was already done for quite some time. That's the reason why there was a day one update, but they happened to include it on the cartridge this time around because the game had been done for a while. Shout outs to Party Man with the 67 months and says, "What's up, party people? Meant to do this on the 24th, but we out here. Just got out of the gym myself, but still showing that support. Love to see Wonder doing very well. Fantastic game. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Party Man. Sebastian Hoyos, thank you for the subscription. And J2 Blue with the big $20 Uda Budos. Thank you so much. Says, what up, OJ? Best thing about Wonder is that you just okay, yeah, I already mentioned that. What the heck? All right. So we got a 1-2 times combo. Thank you guys so much. Actually, that's a 3 times combo because J2 Blue did a Streamlabs of 10 or more. So that's actually puts up to 16, almost at that 20. We have unlocked 15 extra minutes on stream. Thank you guys so much. 15 extra minutes. If we get to 20, we will unlock that 45 minutes extra on stream. Let's freaking go. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for it. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, but you haven't proved to me you know how much it costs to make the game. And you haven't proved to me that the game is even worth making. Like after, like all you just said is they have some, they're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna make Mario Maker 3. We'll see though, Felipe, we'll see. There's no point in going back and forth because you're just stumbling across yourself. Every time that I bring up something, you just bring up something else and you just go off a different path because you can't actually counter what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point in going back and forth. We'll see if they make another Mario Maker or not. I don't think that they will. I think they're gonna put that into something else. But we'll see. There's no point in going back and forth. We'll see. We'll just see what they do. But yeah, Mario Maker 1 and 2, both of those have not sold better than ports, remakes, remasters of Mario games. So I'm looking at it that way. They're going to take that money and put it into something else. But we'll see. See here. Let's see here. Critical says, still waiting on Mario Odyssey sequel. There will be no Mario Odyssey sequel, Critical Gamer. I mean, and I think that should be well apparent. Based off of Super Mario Bros. Wonder, they didn't make a sequel to New Super Mario Bros. They're not making sequels to their big Mario games anymore. It seems like they're just making new Mario experiences, right, with this. So I don't see why anybody even wants a sequel to Mario Odyssey at this point. Just make a new Mario game with the new Mario theme and new everything in the next game. So just do that. What's the point of getting an Odyssey sequel 7 years later? You know, I think the time for an Odyssey sequel was like 4 years ago, maybe, you know, like maybe like 2 or 3 years after the original, like Galaxy 1 to Galaxy 2, Super Mario 3D Land, Super Mario 3D World. That makes sense there, but I don't think it makes sense to do a sequel, you know, to a Mario game this many years later, you know? Just make a new one, a new theme. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be excited, but if they just said, hey, it's Odyssey 2 with the next Switch, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine, but, you know? So yeah, it's just I think it's a bit late for that, but you know, who knows? Yeah, exactly. Max return on investment, Sebastian. Yeah, I agree. Like, if you could make a, like, let's just, like I said, if you could make like a 2D, like a remake, I'm telling you right now, a remake of Super Mario World 2, like a high-end remake of that game, people would buy that more than Mario Maker 3. Like, I already know. I know for a fact, based off of the new Super Mario Bros. U, Super Mario 3D World, plus Bowser's Fury, Super Mario All-Stars, all of the normal Mario games have done, like, literally, like, crushed Mario Maker games. So, if I'm Nintendo, I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably put that money into something else. But, once again, who knows? Maybe they'll do all of them. Maybe they'll do Mario Maker 3, and they'll do everything, that I'm talking about as well. They could. I mean, hell, they could. They could. So 3D Mario Maker would be sick? No, it would not be sick. It would take way too long to make levels, and people's levels would suck. A 3D Mario Maker would just take now that would be expensive as heck to make. Unless it's like really basic, you know, like Garage Game Builder. But that would be very difficult. That would be incredibly difficult to pull off. Incredibly difficult. I doubt it. I said, no, I don't see Mario Maker 3 happening. What more can you do? Add the Wonder aesthetic, implementing Wonder effects. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, a new 3D Mario would be great. They made a bunch of sequels to New Super Mario Bros. Yeah, and they're done with that now, Elias. That's my whole point. They made a bunch, and they pretty much said that they're done with that. So I don't think they're gonna go back to just making sequels to stuff. We didn't get a sequel to Mario Odyssey, right? They made a sequel to Galaxy. They made a sequel to 3D Land with 3D World, but they didn't make a sequel to Odyssey. They didn't make a true sequel after New Super Mario Bros. Like, it's not like they made New Super Mario Bros. Switch, right? Like, they just ported the game. So it's not like they made another one. They said, we're done with that. We're doing something new, clean. And they kind of broke off from that. Everyone was expecting sequels to Odyssey. People were expecting sequels to maybe even like another, like, what was it? Oh God, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, people were expecting sequels to Odyssey, and they didn't get it. You know, some even expected a new Super Mario Bros. Like another new Super Mario Bros. Game. We didn't get that either. So I'm thinking that they're kind of moving off of just doing the endless sequels of Mario, of the mainline 2D Mario and 3D Mario. I think they're gonna just do something different. And remember the advice that they gave to what's it called, to Ubisoft's, just saying, hey, like one Mario game per whatever. But I don't know if they'll do a sequel to Wonder. They might just do like an expansion pack to Wonder, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. Sonic Superstars is gonna be a slow burn, fire to the top. We'll see about that, bro. Okay, let's give some real quick love before we move on to the next topic. Let's give some real quick love to J2 Blue. I don't think I said that enough. Thank you for the big 20. The Unabudos was coming through. Party Man, Sebastian, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for the 67 months. Give some extra love, guys, to the Elite Ninjas. You guys help the streams go. You guys are here talking, chatting. We're discussing, debate. You guys are all awesome. So seriously, thank you guys so much. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Remember, description below. Check out the combo counts. We are already unlocked 15 extra minutes on stream. Let's see if we can go for 20, which would be the 45 minutes extra on stream today. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. 45 is such a weird number. Should we just, 45 extra? Should just 30, then an hour? I don't know. We might change that, but either way. So thank you guys so much for your support. I do appreciate that. All right, let's see here. Odyssey didn't get a sequel. That's your only argument. Oh, Wonder is a new chain. Zelda got one, and so what? And it's not my only argument. Sunshine didn't get a sequel. Lots of Mario games. Mario 64 didn't get a sequel either. So yeah, so that's not my only argument. I simply lost my train of thought at that point. So if you're trying to come here and I got you. You didn't. You didn't, Elias. Okay, because plenty of Mario games didn't get a sequel. So you can cut the smart ass bullshit right there, bruh. you can cut that nonsense out. Bruh, lots of Mario games did not get sequels. So cut the nonsense right there, my man. Cut that right there. Let's see here. We missed out on Super Mario Moonshine. Yeah, no Super Mario Moonshine. This man made it seem like every single Mario game gets a freaking sequel. Made it seem, oh, you only named the one. You didn't name the rest of it. Bruh, stop the cap. He really thought that he had, bro, you know how many Mario games didn't get sequels? Cut the cap. New Super Mario Bros. Gets sequels like crazy. Okay, great. Galaxy got a sequel. Okay, great. All right, there's been some, but some did not. A lot of them did not. So a lot of them do not. It's like up in the air. It might get a sequel. It might not get a sequel. It could not. Who knows? You know? So who knows, man? Let's see here. They made 64 games. You still want there? Everything's good. Odyssey felt like a celebration anniversary game. Wonder feels like it was a game for the next generation Nintendo fans. NES for my generation. All the original 2D Marios are sequels. Are they? What about Mario Bros. USA? Is that a sequel? What's that a sequel to? Is that a sequel? What's that a sequel to? Or is that a whole different game? Is that a whole different game in general? But I think what he means, or what people mean, is like 3D land to 3D world, right? Which, it's the game in the same style, right? Or like, you know, he means like Galaxy 1 to Galaxy 2. But some of them get them, some of them don't. It might get it, it might not. We don't know. We gotta wait and see. You know? We gotta wait and see. Let's see here. Who's asking for Mario Maker 3? LOL. Speedrunners? Yeah. Whether it gets it or not, guys, I just don't understand why it's such a, like, it might get it, it might not. Some of them do, a lot don't. Like, there's been, sometimes when Nintendo does, like, a sequel, I guess you could say, like, Mario Bros. 3 is, like, a sequel to the Lost Levels? I mean, kind of, but not really. I mean, they're both 2D, but I mean, and they both have similar concept and things. But Mario Bros. 3 is like a whole different revelation, man. You out there flying and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then Super Mario World, like, is that a sequel to Mario Bros. 3? I don't think Mario World is a sequel to Mario Bros. 3. It's a whole new different type of thing. Super Mario World 2, is that a real sequel to Mario Bros. Super Mario World 1, like the original? I mean, it plays completely different. You got a Yoshi, you got a baby, you got all this stuff happening. So it's like, it's not a foregone conclusion. That's all I'm trying to say, you know? So I'm just trying to say, even if they number it the same, or if it comes right afterwards, does anybody actually put Mario Bros. 3 and World as like a sequel to each other? Nobody actually does. Hell, even Mario World 2, does anybody actually consider it like a direct sequel? Like, I mean, like, maybe, but the gameplay is so different. You're Yoshi and there's a baby Mario. The game, you're spitting watermelon seeds at people. There's all sorts of crazy different type of boss battles. You're shooting eggs and stuff. That is not the same as Mario World, you know? Listen, Yoshi's Island is absolutely a mainline Mario. I didn't say it wasn't a mainline Mario. I said, do people actually consider it like a straight up sequel to Mario World? I mean, I guess there's 2 in the name, but nobody actually says, oh wow, this is the evolution of Mario World. They just say, yeah, it's just kind of a different type of game, you know? It's kind of a different type of game. That's it. What if Mario Wonder 2 is like Lost Level? What does that mean? 3D World and 3D Land was more of having a benefit of better tech to push the idea forward, to innovate the core idea, but definitely not a sequel. I mean, and like I said, it's loose with the term sequel, right? It's like, it's not like it was like, oh, here's some type of continuation, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that. It's just like, hey, you know, it's like the same style of game, right? So we're using that in a loose terms. But I guess, like, if you're looking at it like Mario Galaxy 1 2, there's a clear, like, okay, we've already been there. We've been there with Mario Galaxy 1. Now we're kind of continuing with Mario Galaxy 2, you know? So there's kind of that. But yeah, Nintendo's not big on stories, so it don't really, it's kind of weird in that respect, you know? So yeah, I would call Yoshi's Island a spinoff. See, some of y'all don't even know what y'all want to call stuff at this point. So yeah. Some of y'all don't even know how to call stuff at this point, so it's pretty crazy. What's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs, man. It's a prequel, though? What's a prequel? I don't like Spider-Man 2? Okay, you guys talk about something else. Gamepad was better suited for Mario Maker 2. The gamepad was really suited for Mario Maker. It almost seemed like they made Mario Maker for the Wii U. Like, it was like the whole idea was based off the gamepad. Like, it's like, oh wow, people have been wanting a Mario level editor for forever, but we've never really figured out a way to get it into a game. It's like, oh, well, now we got this gamepad. It makes it easy, you know, to do it. So there's also that. So it seems like the whole thing, like, if there was no gamepad, then Mario Maker would have maybe never even been made, right? But, you know, we'll see. I don't think Nintendo cares as much as Western fans do, whether it's a sequel, prequel, or whatever. Nintendo absolutely does not care. Nintendo does not care. Here's the 2 things that they've said with Mario games. Do they have ideas? If they have ideas, if they feel like it's gonna work, they can make another one. Okay, that's fine. When it comes to New Super Mario Bros., it had nothing to do with ideas. That was just like, hey, this thing's selling a lot, so make a game that's like it, but different levels, new levels. That was not about ideas. That was simply, okay, this game, this series is making us like $1 bazillion, and we'd be absolutely moronic to not continue, you know, just doing what we're doing here. So that was just like, all right, that was completely money motivated, which that's fine. It is what it is, right? Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, I think they went a little bit too long with it, but whatever. I think it afforded them the ability to spend $5 gazillion on Wonder in terms of the animations and all that stuff. So, so yeah. So it is what it is. What's up, Paul Gale? What's up, Maverick? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah, run it back, run it back, run it back, or make it, run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah, so there was 4 of them, right? New Super Mario Bros. DS, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, New Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. U. So yeah, there was 4 of them, and all within a pretty short time span. 2006, 2009, to 2012, and 2013. So all within a pretty, not like a huge amount of time, you know? Nintendo's a giant corporation and wants to make most profit. Ultimately, go figure. I mean, that's kind of how it always is. I mean, obviously, you want to have a good balance, right? You want to have a balance between you know, having your creative ideas, you know, what's it called? Just doing stuff that you know is gonna sell. So yeah, I mean, like it's one of those things. Like it's always a tough balance. It's always a tough balance between them. Okay, New Super Mario Bros. 2 and U were both released the same year. Yeah, so between 6 years, they had 4 games, right? So that's not a lot of space in terms of just games, you know, per the year and a half or whatever, right? So between 2006 and 2012, there was 4 games. So quite a number of games, right? Like, I doubt, like, in the next 6 years, we're going to get 4 Mario Wonder sequels or like Mario Wonder style games. I doubt that's gonna be a thing. So yeah. Hey, shout out to Mr. Davis. Still can't believe Mario Bros. Wonder is only 3.3 gigabytes. I think it's bigger than 3.3. Is it? I think it's bigger than 3.3 gigabytes. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm almost positive it's bigger than that. You guys want to move on to the next topic, though? I think we need to move on to the next topic. Sonic Superstars. Was there a flop here? Because in the Japanese sales numbers, Sonic Superstars sold about 4,100 units. Listen, guys, I don't want to sit here and say that that's like, you know, like that they're doomed or anything. And of course they're not. Like, Sonic Superstars is going to sell well overall. Like, it's going to do well overall. It's not going to be like, oh my god, nobody bought this game. But at the same time, like, I think that they probably shouldn't have launched. They probably shouldn't have launched right next to Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Spider-Man. Okay, yeah, the game is 3.5 gigabytes. That's what it says 3.5 gigabytes on Nintendo's official channel. So I just checked that. It says 3.5 gigabytes. So yeah, it's very close. Right around there, right? So 4,100 units. And if you look at this, guys, so the Switch sold I think 60,000 units. So not a bad what's it called? Not a bad start at all for Switch, or not a bad week, my bad. But Sonic Superstars, man, yeah, 4,128 units. I mean, people say, oh, well, Sonic doesn't sell in Japan. We know that, but Sonic Forces kind of crushed these sales numbers, right? Because the best-selling version of the game, I wouldn't say crushed, but it beat it out pretty handily. The best-selling version of the game was the Switch version. That was the best-selling version at 4,000. I mean, Sonic Superstars, like on or Sonic Forces on the PS4, like years ago, like in 2017, sold like nearly 6,000 units on the PS4. Then it was on Switch and other systems, right? So it did better. And like Sonic Superstars is like better than Sonic Forces. Like Sonic Forces isn't very good. And yeah, you don't always sell it based off the quality of the game. Sometimes games that aren't as high as quality sell better. But I don't know. I just think that it was a bad idea releasing it next to Marvel's Spider-Man and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which I talked about before, and I said, hey, this might have been a big mistake. And we don't have digital sales numbers, and I know that the game is doing okay digitally, but I just think that you're not maximizing sales when you put it in the same week. Like, we already knew that Super Mario Bros. Wonder was coming out October. We knew that it was coming out October back in June. Like, when Nintendo had that direct, they revealed it then. Sonic Superstars should have immediately had talks about moving the release date. Like, they should have immediately had talks about moving the release date. I think that instead of releasing in October, they should have released in August. I think August or September would have been better. There was no major big first party Nintendo game in August, right? Like, we had what was it? May was Zelda. I think was July or June Pikmin. I think it was July or June was Pikmin. So there was like no major games. So I don't understand why they decided to not move the release date. They should have moved the release date. Let's see, Joe. I was wondering if a big weekend I got today. A copy of Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2, and Alan Wake 2 downloading at the moment. I'm hyped. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you bought all those at the same time, Mario, because you can't play them all at the same time. But the fact that you got them all, so that's good. It's like Pokemon out here. You got to catch them all. So let's see here. Sonic Forces was very mid. Yeah, it was. But that's not the point. Oh, I saw a photo on Twitter. X Star Ocean 2 will need a quote. Yeah, we're going to talk about that later, Dash Frame. That's going to be one of our topics. So we're going to talk about that later. Sebastian says, I agree. I think marketing departments drop the ball a lot when it comes to, I mean, is that, that's also a management thing though. That's like a Sega of Japan, Sega of America not coming together and reading the room. You know, like Mario Bros. Wonder looked better than Sonic Superstars from day one. And yes, you have your own Sonic fans that are excited, but you still want to put the spotlight on your game. Like if you give people a choice, they're going to go with what they know is better, you know? Whereas if you remove that option in the time vicinity, then it becomes like, okay, well, maybe I'll try it out. I don't have anything else to play, so maybe I'll get it. Like Sonic Superstars is a game that should have came out in the summer. It's a tropical theme. That should have been a summer game. Like, you know, so I don't know. I think it was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. PS4 and PS5 versions of Sonic Superstars may not even chart in Japan. We'll see in a couple hours. I mean, I think they'll chart. I think they'll sell at least a couple thousand or so. So I think they'll chart. No, I don't think it would have been better during the holidays. I think it would have been better in the summertime. I agree. This is coming from a diehard Sonic apologist. Well, you're not complete a diehard apologist because you're not apologizing for it right now. Trying to compete with Mario and Spider-Man was a really bad idea. Yeah. I'm trying to do the same thing next month. Next month, the day I go pick up Star Ocean, my full reserve of Mario RPG. There you go. Mario RPG is the best Square Enix game that was on the Super Nintendo. It was a pretty good game. I don't know if it was the best, but it was really good. I actually got both Sonic Superstars and Mario Wonder. Yeah, no. There's nothing wrong with buying both games, guys. It was more of me just joking around. I mean, 3's a little bit overkill because you can't play all those games at the same time. But if he bought Mario Bros. Wonder and Spider-Man last week, then Alan Wake this week, and he's already played those two games and he wants to just try out Alan Wake, then yeah. I just, you know, for me, I'm not done with Mario Bros. Wonder, and I haven't even started Spider-Man. So for me, like Alan Wake and all that, like I'm just gonna wait on those, and I'll probably get them for discount, you know. Plus, Alan Wake has no physical copy, which is just trash. Like that's just complete garbage that there's no actual like physical copy of Alan Wake 2. Like I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of that. It's not like there's some type of small indie publisher developer. Like it's freaking a AAA game. So yeah. The whole game is not on the cart. Like I said, Dash Frame, just relax. We're gonna get to it in just a bit, man. Just relax. It's not like some type of conspiracy or anything. Like I put it on my Twitter account and we're gonna talk about it. Don't worry, we'll get to it, okay? Just relax for a second, man. We'll be okay. Just relax. Let's see here. CERN Fog. Okay, I already read that. Let's see here. Obviously, I already read that as well. Yo, Julio, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Alan Wake Part 1 is on sale right now, at least on Xbox. All right, that's cool. I already played and beat Alan Wake back in the day, like back in like 2010. I don't remember the game because the game's not that memorable to me. I know it's a good game, but I mean, I thought it was just okay. Like when I played it, I was like, all right, it's okay. But I didn't really think much of it. I didn't play the DLC. I didn't care about the story afterwards. So, I mean, I thought it was okay, but I never really was like, oh my God, Alan Wake, you know? So yeah, gonna skip Wonder, not into platformers, glad it's doing well. That's fine, skip it. Nobody said that you have to. And nobody even said it like you need to get it or anything like that. So, or whether people are gonna buy it. We're simply talking about the sales and all that. So whether you buy a game or not, that's irrelevant. We're just simply talking about how it did. When it goes to Sonic Superstars though, we're in the topic of that, and that seems people aren't buying that. A lot of people decided to skip that when it comes down to it. So yeah. My logic is 100% Mario, and then Sonic will go on sale. Everyone on the internet these days needs to get games day one, but it's not always necessary. I think Sonic in the future will absolutely be discounted and do so much better. Like, if Sonic Superstars launched, let's just say in late November or in November for 30 to 40 bucks, or if it launched in summertime for 30 to 40 bucks, that game, it would have done incredible. it would have done, well, not incredible, but it would have done better, so much better. It would have probably tripled or quadrupled the sales numbers. Like, I don't think it was worth it for that game, like, to be 60 next to Mario. Maybe you do it 60 by itself, but 60 next to Mario and Spider-Man isn't a good look, you know? So yeah. I got Sonic day one. I'm a big fan of Sonic, and I had that planned moment. I saw it announced. Yeah, that's fine. If you're a big fan, then yeah, pick it up. Obviously, Sonic does way better here in the US. So yeah. I mean, that's a thing. So we'll see we'll see what Sega announces, or if they announce anything. But yeah, those Japanese sales are really bad. So we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, they should have released it next to Mario. All right, so make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button already, make sure you hit the like button. We are only at 98 likes, and we should definitely be above 98 likes because you guys are better than that. You guys are so much better than that. So let's get to 120 likes ASAP. All right, let's get to the next topic here, though, boys and girls. Enough about Sonic flopping. Star Ocean, the second story R. We've got a update from Cheap Enix. Star Ocean, the second story R requires a 4.1 gigabyte download for the Switch version. So what that means, we already know the total size for the game. The total size is 11.9 gigabytes. That's up on the Nintendo's website. That's already been made known. So they are using an 8 gigabyte cartridge here. So what this means that it requires the internet to download the full game. You have to have an internet connection, and the whole game's not on the cart. And that's upsetting for people because, one, the whole game's not on the cart. You want to have the whole game on the cart. Preservation means. But also, two, they didn't tell us until like the very end. So it's not like we already knew this beforehand and they were like, oh my gosh, like, hey, here it is. Like, they just sprung this on us. We didn't know until right now. So people pre-ordered the game without even knowing. And then now all of a sudden, you know, it's there. It's like, oh, well, now you got to download. 4 gigabytes download. Now, I got into a very interesting discussion with a person who's notorious for debating. He's old school. And it's funny because people are like, oh, you got these two people arguing about whose fault, two multi-million-dollar companies arguing whose fault it is. It's not that we're arguing about whose fault it is. It's what happened. Square Enix decided to go cheaper with the cart. Square Enix has been doing 16 gigabyte carts for most of their Switch games all generation. Sometimes even going up to 32 gigabytes with Dragon Quest, with Final Fantasy X/10-2, with that's the 232 gigabyte ones. They Live Alive, Octopath Traveler, Octopath Traveler 2, Triangle Strategy, all of their games 16 gigabyte cart, or it fits on whatever cart size that they use. To sit there, it's not even about defending Nintendo. No publisher is going to restrict how you distribute your game in today's day. If you want to go all digital, you're allowed to go all digital. If you want to have some of the game on the disc and then you download the rest of it, like Xbox Smart Delivery, for example, you're going to do that. If you want to put, even with PS5, there's like, well, you install this much, then you have to download this big old huge patch, right? And that's more in order for the game to play. They're not going to restrict you on how you distribute your game. So it's on the publishers to actually pick the cart size, pick the file size, and do what they want to do. Alan Wake developers decided to not make a physical at all. So I just found it interesting that there was a guy on there that was literally saying that it's Nintendo's fault, or that I'm not in Square Enix pockets, and blaming someone else. Like, they need to Nintendo needs to figure this out for next generation. Next generation, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to provide cart sizes, and developers are going to have the option to pick what cart size they want. If they want to pick the standard cart size, then they'll pick it. Square Enix, like, I can get it if the game is a big AAA game and you don't want to spend on a 32 gigabyte cartridge. Okay, that's fine. You don't want to spend on a 32 gigabyte cartridge. Those ones are expensive. But a 16 gigabyte is not super expensive. It's not. It's the standard price for it. It's not super expensive. So in this case, they were simply judging the sales, what they think they're going to get compared to how much the difference in cost. And they decided to go cheaper with an 8 gigabyte card and not spend on that 16 gigabyte because that's obviously, costs more. So I just find that interesting that one guy was arguing to his content and people were disagreeing with him. And then he's like, you guys are just It's like, nobody's defending anything. It's that you're not understanding that it's on Square Enix to pay for the 16 gigabyte card. It's not like it's super expensive. 32 gigabyte, people understood, like for Final Fantasy 10/10-2 here in the US, we understood, like, it came with the download code for one of the games. It's like a 16 gigabyte card, came with the download code for one of the games. We get it. It's a big game. Dragon Quest Heroes, we get that. I mean, whatever. Certain games that are too big on file size, if they do a 16 gigabyte card plus the download size, then okay, whatever. Don't like it, but we get that. But this is like a classic game. This is like it's not a massive 32 gigabyte game or one that needs a bigger than that. So it's on Square Enix to provide that. Like, I don't think that, Square Enix can't afford to do a 16 gigabyte cart for this game, especially since they're charging $50 for the game, So yeah. Anyway, that's my thoughts. David Bofa with the 5 months of Jonin tier pledge says, hooray! Hey, thank you so much. That is at 17. We are 3 away, guys, from officially extending the stream by 45 minutes, which I think we're going to do. It's 10, 15, 30 would be more. And then if we get to like 30, then that would be better, but whatever. We're just going to keep it at that. It's just so awkward. Anyway, that's on Star Ocean fans for not supporting what they like. What's on Star Ocean fans for not supporting what they like? Do you think there's a chance that Player's version of Star Ocean 2 will have everything on cart? There is a chance. Yes, there's a chance. But I don't think so, but there's a chance. Do you know what part is the download? Just localization language? It's probably languages. That's what I would guess, but we don't know. You might be able to play it, just boot it up and play it without the download, but we have to wait and see. The situation is just Square being cheap. I mean, CD Projekt Red went all out and used 32 gigabyte card. You can't use CD Projekt Red because they didn't go all out. Nintendo went out for them and provided that. So Nintendo provided them with some publishing to help out with that. So, I mean, I think that, yeah, obviously CD Projekt Red wanted to have that bigger cart, but I think, that's a rare circumstance of like a really big critically acclaimed game that is going to sell incredibly well, right? So you help them out in that case. I think that in this case with Star Ocean, I don't think it's something that to where, I don't think Nintendo needs to hop in and help somebody with the 16 gigabyte cart. 32 gigabyte cart, it makes sense to kind of hop in and help if you can. Or certain big AAA Western games, right? Like hop in and help if you can. But yeah. Thanksgiving Square isn't willing to take the chance of losing more money on this issue. But I don't think they're gonna lose money on this. I don't think they would, but we'll see. I was perplexed that Square would have a disclaimer for Star Ocean 2 on Switch last minute. Not too bad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's last minute. That's the bad thing. I don't think Square expects doesn't expect Star Ocean to sell well. I think Square does not expect. Okay, doesn't expect. Maybe they don't. I mean, I don't. Do they? Do they expect it not to sell well enough? Let's see here. Shout outs to Flippin with the 3 months of membership, and says, "Is there a third-party game not published by Nintendo that uses a 32 gigabyte card?" Yeah, I mentioned the two. I mentioned the two not published by Nintendo. So Dragon Quest Heroes, Final Fantasy 10/10-2. Both of those games use 32 gigabyte cards. There might be another one that I'm not thinking of. Witcher 3 is like almost Nintendo kind of helps out like with the publishing, like paid for and stuff. So I mean, you can kind of give that to Nintendo a little bit. We don't have the prices of 32 gigabyte cartridges. We don't know what the price is. We don't know the price of any of them. I just got this information from Nate. Nate the Hate has an idea of the publishing cost for it, and he related to me that 16 gigabyte is about standard, not too bad, but 32 is just too much, or is not that it's too much, but it's just far more expensive. So you have to make sure, if you're doing a 32 gigabyte card, you have to make sure that your game is going to sell incredibly well or sell very well. You know, it can't flop, or otherwise you just lost probably on a bunch of money. Shout outs to Dank Beam Center with the 43 months. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. Let's rack up 2 more of those combos. Let's get it, baby. 1 away from that extra 45. Let's go. Witcher 3 uses the 32 gigabyte card. Yes, we've established that. I've already answered that question, Dash Frame. I think that it's possible, yes, that the Asian version does, but we don't know quite yet. Let me take a look at him play Asia. Enrique with the $5. Let's go.
Hi, OJ.
Hi.
It's been a while. Best wishes, dude. Thanks for being entertaining.
No problem.
I'm listening as I chill a bit in practice mode of Street Fighter 6. First time doing Streamlabs. Dunno if it's better for you or not.
Okay, real quick. First of all, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate the support on that one. I mean, yes, you know, Enrique, Streamlabs is better for me because if you do directly through Streamlabs, it either does, you can do the PayPal option or you can just do directly to my wallet. The direct to my wallet is the best one because they take 0%. So that's awesome. PayPal takes like 3 or 5%, and then Super Chat takes 30%. So that's the order. Now, beggars can't be choosers. So I appreciate if I get tips directly through Streamlabs, through PayPal, or through Super Chat. I appreciate anything that you guys do give, or you guys do support the channel, memberships, whatever the case is. I thank you guys so much for it. But Streamlabs is the best option for me, as like I said, if it's PayPal, they take a smaller percentage. If it's direct to me, they take 0%. That's like direct. So that would be the best option. So thank you so much, Enrique. I appreciate that. But once again, I appreciate any support that I get. Nobody, you know, it's not like nobody's putting, you know, I appreciate whatever I get, right? I appreciate anything that I get. So thank you so much, Enrique. But yes, Streamlabs is better in terms of supporting the channel. We have activated the 45-minute buff, guys. Extra 45 minutes on stream. Let's go. We get 10 more on our combo count. We will play a game within that hour. We are at a 1 hour and 11, so we still got plenty of time before we get into everything here to get that combo count up. So let's go. Full rewards in the description, guys, if you don't know what the combo count is and how it works. Regulations, rules, all that stuff, all the rewards, all that stuff is in the comments or in the description. Let's say, I wonder if the cartridge storage will be an issue with Switch 2. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but it's going to be something that's going to be a thing. If you look at all of the new PC Switch-like handhelds, they don't even do physical games because the physical medium is just expensive. So yeah, it's still going to be a thing. It's still going to be like, hey, look, but I think what Nintendo's going to do, they're going to have better technology for it. So you're going to be they're going to have bigger cart sizes for prices that aren't as bad, or not maybe as bad at the beginning, but it's still going to be like, hey, there's like this 5,000 size game, and you know, we don't want to pay for this, how big of a cart. So it's still going to be a thing. It's the trade-off. You can't have you can't have carts, you know what I'm saying, and games all of a sudden just fit on every single cart. Most of the time they're not. Most of the time, especially like the big AAA games, especially next generation, those are going to definitely be bigger than what most of the cart sizes are offered. So you're still going to get that sometimes.
What up, bro?
Yo, Abaddon, thank you for the $5. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Another on the combo count. We are almost at that 30, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Shout outs. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we're going to officially change it though. If we hit 30 combo count, we'll do hour. If we hit 20, we will do 30. We'll do 30. And I guess we'll do 25. That'll be 45 minutes. I think that'll be a better split up. It's like, I want to perfect this thing, and right now it's just my perfectionist mind sometimes is just off when it comes down to it. My very flawed perfectionist mind. So yeah. Thank you so much, Enrique. Thank you so much, Abaddon. Thank you guys for the donos. You guys give him some love in the chat. 32 gigabyte cart is 3 to 5 a cart. I remember researching this. 2 gigabyte cart is cheap, around 50 cents per cart. Release a physical game, it's got to be cautious because $3 to $5 for 32 gigabyte gets pricey. Even 500 for even 5. Even just at 500 cards. Yeah, exactly. And then like, you have to do like a minimum order too. I don't know if those prices are correct, Nin, for the cart side. I don't know if those are correct. But yeah, you have to do like a minimum of this many cards, like 100,000 cards, right? So yeah, it really racks up. Nintendo with the dollars says, shout outs, Player Essence and the Elite Ninja Village. Appreciate the stream. Take this peasant pleasure play SMT5 Cadaver's Hollow. All right, I got you. Thank you so much for the dono. Appreciate that, Nintendo. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. 8 away from that 30 times combo. Let's go. And we've got Cadaver's Hollow. Cadaver's Hollow. All right. Let's see here. The count reward changes every stream. You've got to keep on evolving it till you perfect it. Nobody's ever done this before, Dank. Nobody's ever done this before. So you got to keep evolving it till it's perfected. Kind of like the notifications for like the JoJo and stuff like that. That was, remember how barren it was at the beginning? Remember how basic it was? And then it evolved into what we have today. Whenever you do something new, it evolves into where you get it to where it's perfect. So right now we're still in the experimental stage. But don't worry, I will find a way to get it to pop up on stream. Don't worry, I've been researching, and there are some things that I can do, but it involves my stream deck. So I'm going to have to program my stream deck to get that going. But don't worry, when I do it, it's going to be lit. But yeah. I figured out a few different things. I'm in the testing phase right now. So Sunday, I'm probably going to really test it. Like really test the combo counts through stream deck stuff. Because I actually just reorganized everything on my stream deck. So yeah. We're definitely gonna get it. I'm gonna have buttons for each one, like 5 times combo count, 10 times combo count, 15, 20, like in the intervals that we do it, right? So yeah. So I will definitely get it going, but I'm gonna make some graphics. I've been doing a little bit of graphic design myself, so I've been dabbling a little bit in it. So I'll make some graphics myself. I will do everything. Just a lot of work, but you guys, man, y'all don't know how much I cook in the lab, bro. Your man is cooking in the lab. Your man is cooking. Your boy is out here. I am, oh my God, I am cooking in the lab. When it comes to the big videos, when it comes to the stream layout, like the combo count stuff, watch. You're gonna have people copying me. Watch. You're gonna have people, see how many people copy me when it comes to like the JoJo and all that stuff? When it comes to all that Stream Ninja, Stream Okai, I'm telling you, people are gonna be copying this ish. I can't wait till I perfect it though. I'm gonna perfect it. I'm gonna perfect it. Yeah, we in the lab. Blackster's lab. We in the lab, bro. We in the lab. Shout out to Nintendo though, man. Hopefully you enjoy that music, bro. Enjoy the Deca Police, baby. Enjoy the Deca Police. Let's go. Yo, shout out to 7th Hokage. Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome. Abaddon, my man. Welcome, guys. Yeah, I gotta keep you on the tippy toes. Gotta keep you on the tippy toes, man. Gotta keep on there. So, yeah, I think that it makes more sense for like 10, like the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then bam, put it out like the time order there. That makes more sense. If I forget, we resub. Do I get song request 2? Resub? Yeah, go ahead, party man. I got you. Yeah, absolutely. What you want? I'll get it right now. Blackster's lab is insane. It's just got it's just Kool-Aid, chicken, just out here in my lab. I don't even got all those tools and all that you got in his lab. I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around. All right, let's get to the next topic though. We got more Super Smash Brothers tournament drama. More Super Smash Brothers tournament drama. Wonder overworld theme? Yeah, I got you. Wonder. So there is a very rich Smash Brothers player named Ludwig. Well, he's not really a player anymore, but he comes from that community, Smash Melee. And he put out a video today that was definitely clickbaity, but it was effective. Like, it was effective at me watching it because I don't ever watch Ludwig. Okay? I mean, I would love for Ludwig to come on the channel. That'd be great. But I don't ever watch Ludwig. Okay? So his video was definitely good because the title was, I said, oh, that isn't the overworld theme. Oh, okay. My bad. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, World 2 music. World 2 music. So he put out a video saying, you know, that Nintendo sued him. And in that video, he essentially stated, like, he talked about the new rules. But it wasn't a video sitting there and saying, like, oh my God, Nintendo shut me down or cease and desisted or whatever. It was basically, it was his tournament that he did. And the fact that it was, they altered the level, right? Like the what was it, Pokemon Stadium? You know, in Melee, Pokemon Stadium, it transforms, right? And since it transforms, it can give a unfair advantage to certain characters. So instead of, you know, having it do that, they modified it to where it doesn't change like that to give an unfair advantage to whoever's in position or whatever characters at the time, right? So, and then he put out, you know, he showed that in the, you know, in his tournament that he had, this same tournament that he's talking about, Leffen ended up beating Cody, IDBW, because of the transformation of the stage. Now, he changed it, you know, he didn't go through, like when they asked him to do that, it didn't go through. But I'm a little bit confused. Oh, I did forget your song. Hold up. Let me get your song first. My bad, Enrique. Let me get your song first. My bad. And then we'll get that going here. Best with, I'm listening to Chillbit. Oh, what was your song, Enrique? Okay, tell me what your song is. Okay, Smash song. Okay, let's get that Smash song, then we'll get back to the we'll get back to whatever. We'll get back to the Mario Bros music. This was Ultimate. So in that video, or in there, he still had his tournament, but I don't think Nintendo actually like sued him, like where he's going to court, which that's what I thought he meant. I thought he meant that he was going to court, you know, and he's gonna face off with Nintendo in court. But it seemed like it was a cease and desist to change the thing, which he did change it, and they still had their tournament. So it was like expertly crafted clickbait to simply get people to look at the new rules. And then he broke down the new rules in the video because people were panicking, people are overreacting, not. So then he broke it down to where people can still can like digest the news, because it made it seem like in the new rules that people can't run big tournaments anymore, blah, blah, blah. But the restrictions were for people who don't have a license, which was the main thing. If you can get a license, then you can have the bigger tournaments and all this other stuff, blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? So he essentially explained it. So it was a very well done clickbait to get you to understand what's happening going forward. He also explained how there was licenses that people like in Japan have already got. So like it seems like the process is faster to get a license, then you can do more things. So his team, they did a great job. That's when clickbait is good. That's because if it would have just said, I explained the new rules for Smash, I mean, people would have looked at it but would have not cared. But the fact that he said, Nintendo sued me, it's like, wait a minute, Nintendo's suing Ludwig? It's like they sent them a cease and desist because of the thing that he was going to do. I guess, you know, whatever, for that tournament. He changed it, whatever, right? So anyway, it was a good video because it further explained what was going on, right? So that was the more Smash drama. But obviously, Melee players, and rightfully so, because I don't agree with all these different regulations and rules for even unlicensed. I don't agree with all that. But Melee players are definitely upset because, like, yeah, you can't use Slippy and all that stuff anymore. And if you get a license and whatever the case is, maybe you can work something out with Nintendo to use Slippy and all that type of stuff. And maybe, which Hungrybox is going to try that, right? But it seems like the coin box with Melee is not going to work. But Ultimate, it can work. But, you know, Ultimate's online is not the best, right? So yeah. Ashoka Tano says, what's the Star Ocean fail? Did it sell enough? No, the game's not even out yet, so we don't know how it sold. So the game's not even out. The problem is that the game is partially on the, it's not all on cartridge. There's 4 gigabytes that are not on cartridge. So that's the part of it, Ashoka. So thank you so much for the $2. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the combo count. We are almost at the 25. So of course, once we hit 25, like I said, we'll get to that 45 minutes. And then once we hit our 30, of course, that'll be that hour. But once again, we're going to do the whole, what's it called? If we hit the 30, we're going to do the whole hour thing. 45 minutes is already confirmed. So yeah. Let's see. Nintendo needs to make sure rules that forces deodorant at Smash Bros. I think that there might be something in there about that, but not said in that type of way. So I found Sonic Superstar sales in Japan already sold better than Mania, surprisingly. Surprisingly, Mania did worse in Japan. I mean, yeah, but it still didn't do very good. I mean, 4,100 units, that's not very good. They shouldn't have released it next to... Like, Mania is like a classic, you know, old graphics just put together. Like, when you have a new 3D or new 2D Sonic game with, like, those graphics, like, good new 3D graphics and all those ideas, you definitely want it to sell better than Sonic Mania, which is basically an indie game, you know? Thank you for the $2, though, Ashoka. I appreciate that. They could have an international version like Final Fantasy X, 10-2. That's a whole game on cartridge. They could. So we'll see about that, Mild God. Let me check Play Asia. Let me just check Play Asia real quick. Play Asia, Star Ocean, the second story R. So let's see what Play Asia's is. So right now I'm seeing on Play Asia multi-language support. I don't see that little strip. Like, I don't see, it's not on there, but the US didn't have that either, and then all of a sudden it had it, right? So I mean, it might. Let me check Amazon to see if Amazon is updated. Amazon Star, so it might just not be updated. The box art just might not be updated. Star Ocean. Oh, my main monitor just turned off, guys. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need new equipment. This monitor is ghetto as hell, guys. It's like legit so ghetto to the point to where like I have to like hit it to work my secondary monitor. So Black Friday, I'm definitely copping new what's it called? New equipment, new main monitor, new secondary monitor for like cheap. All right, second story R. Yeah. Even the US version here, it doesn't have like that download. You need to download, so it might have just not updated on theirs, so keep that in mind as well. But if there's the Japanese version that has it, you know, without the without the download, then that'd be good. But I don't know, we'll see. So yeah. Yeah, Play just came clutch in the past, so we'll see if they do so here. I forgot to show memberships real quick, guys. All right, yeah. If you guys want to become members, it's $1, so it helps to support our daily live streams, guys, as well. So that's my daily membership show. ! Members. Let's see if we can get to 700 members one of these days. That'd be a new record. So we're at 637. So that's actually pretty good. I expected it to be way lower than that. So thank you guys for your support. Shout outs to the members. The Elite Ninjas, everybody that's a member has a badge next to their name and their name highlighted in green. So I appreciate you guys. All right, that's my shill for the memberships. Let's move on. Let's say that's upsetting about Star Ocean. I just pre-ordered it today. You can always cancel your pre-order if you don't like it, but yeah, that it sucks. There's a recent Reddit post on Star Ocean subreddit that says download is other languages. Okay, so the download is other languages. So you might be able to. So the whole game is on there, but the download is just other language. So you might not have to download it at all. So we'll see. We'll wait till we get the official confirmation. But yeah, it would be nice if all the languages were just on there. But I mean, if you could just play it off the cart right there and it's just languages download, that's not bad. That's fine because you just download it in whatever region language yours is in, and that's fine. If you don't want the other languages, that's fine. You know. So yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. Shout outs to Scott Wolford with the 499 says, just saying hi, love Mario Wonder. Yes, I would love to play some Mario Wonder tonight, but I've got to edit a big Nintendo Switch 25 video that I'm going to be doing, which you guys are going to love. So I got to edit one of those. It might seem a little bit redundant because we're talking about JRPGs again with Switch games, but I haven't done like top 25 like best JRPG Switch. Like I've just done best RPGs, turn-based, action, best RPGs total, which included Western RPGs, but now we have the top 25 like best ones, and I have like my updated ratings, 2023 update. And there's a game on there that has not even came out yet. So so it's going to be a good video. Trust me, it's going to be a banger. I am looking forward, but I gotta shoot it and edit it. Well, I'm not going to finish it tonight, but I got to at least record it, and then I got to get some of the editing done so it can be done maybe tomorrow at some point. Your top 10 video today was fire. One of my favorite videos. Yours. Thank you so much, Huddy. I appreciate that. Thank you, Scott, for the $4.99 though. Thank you so much for the. I appreciate that. I kind of want to do like a top 25 like platformers. Now that we got Mario Bros. Wonder and like Sonic and all these different platformers that have came out, I kind of want to like scrounge through and like get like the top 25 like best platformers. Like put like, of course, like we could put like Ori in there, and we could put like other games like Hollow Knight, and like kind of see where those rank out of all like my favorite platformers. So we can do that too. Maybe we do that. Zach says yes, do platformers. Yes, sir. I think we should definitely do platformers. I mean, because like there's a lot of good ones. So yeah, I think we should definitely do that. And like platformers is like those are like easier to do in terms of like a videos, because like I usually like play each of the games too. Like before I always like go through like, okay, I play the game. I'm, okay, this is what was good about the game. I research. I do a lot more on it. So it's like I've been playing so many of like the RPGs like to see really where my ranking is. Like I went back and played Fire Emblem a little bit, went back and played Triangle Strategy a little bit, just to kind of remind me to really where I wanted to rank it in like my best 25. So yeah, I have to keep my backlog manageable, so videos like that help me prioritize. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Man's gonna cheat and add Crash 4 at the bottom. Hey, Crash 4. Wait, how is that cheating though? Crash 4 is definitely a good platformer. How is that a cheat? So how's that a cheat? All right, we're gonna move on from this. There we go. Some more Mario music for Mr. Party Man. The man that loves to party. The man that loves to party. Let's see here. It's not the Insane Trilogy. Okay, so we're just gonna do like Crash 1, 2, 3, and 4 on there. Rayman, no Rayman Legends. Who said no Rayman Legends? Nobody said that. I'm not gonna tell you guys the whole list right now. That would not make sense. We gotta wait till the list. But Rayman Legends will absolutely be on the list. Could be number 1. No, I don't know if it's gonna be number 1, but yeah. Let's see. FF Tactics isn't a 10 out of 10 in your book. Not that it's not a 10 out of 10. It just wasn't on my first list there. I didn't name every single one of my 10 out of 10s. I just put 10 games. Well, a little bit over. That doesn't mean we won't have a volume 2. That doesn't mean we won't do more. I just did 10 because the video was 30 minutes long. I didn't want the video to be like forever. I can't put every single one of my 10 out of 10s. I just put 10 that I think is a 10 out of 10. I've been playing games a long time. There's a lot of 10 out of 10s. It's a lot. It's not every single one. So you guys trying to get these games listed soon? Yeah, you gotta get the stuff going though, man. You gotta get it going. Like, excuse me, that's some of the best content on my channel. So it's like I said, like I like news videos. I like doing stuff like that, but like that doesn't like news videos are good, but a lot of you guys skip them, and it's just not as fun. Like it's easy. It's like you can do them and like you get like a guaranteed, you know, anywhere between like 7,000 to 15,000 views, maybe even more. And that's fine, but it's not as fulfilling as doing like a big video. And like those videos, like my RPG videos, like do way better long-term, right? So like my video, like my top 25 Switch games, like all of my top 25 videos are all like 10K plus. A lot of them are like 100K or like 200K. Like my top 25 Switch games like is like 200K plus, and it still keeps going, right? So like I rather do that and do more of those and get better revenue and get better ads, and so I don't have to rely on other things. So yeah, it would be great if like every video of mine is like 40-50K plus, right? That would be great. That's what I want, you know?
How's it going today? We hope your internet is up and running today with no problems. We at Comcast hope your Friday is good tomorrow.
Okay.
Can you play us some good Xenoblade music while we work hard to provide everyone good quality internet?
Okay, so Comcast is having an issue. DSP was talking about that recently. So that's definitely somebody who knows. And Comcast might be having problems everywhere, it seems, right? Thank you for the $4.20. I appreciate that. Another combo count here, guys. We are up to 24 on the combo count. We are almost at that 30, so thank you so much. I appreciate the support, guys. Let's get some Xenoblade music going here. If you guys, okay, Alan Wake 2 reviews, guys. Alan Wake 2 is reviewing really well. 88 on Metacritic on PS5, 92 on PC. It's doing really good. So yeah, Alan Wake, good reviews. I'm probably gonna play the game. Maybe if it gets a physical down the line, I'll play the game. So maybe I'll play it down the line. But I'm not gonna. I mean, I need a physical copy of that. Like, it's a big AAA game. I need a physical copy of that game, man. Like, I'm not gonna, like, if it was maybe for work, okay, but it's not. So it's just for my own fun. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for a huge sale. I'm just gonna wait for like a massive sale on the game. Bugged Comcast. So thank you for the $4.20 though, Comcast. Yeah, Comcast is trash. I had it in college. It was terrible. Let's go and get into the Q&A though, guys. Ask me questions. If you have not asked me questions, you can ask me questions at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. We are 131 likes. Thank you guys for hitting that like goal. I'm going to go ahead and blow some bubbles right now. And don't mind me. I've got a bubble blower, and I'm just going to blow some bubble. I'm not blowing any damn bubbles. What the heck, man? I'm not blowing any bubbles. Thank you guys for the likes. Let's get to 150 likes. That'd be great. What's up, Gina? Welcome. OJ, when do you think we'll start having announcements of Switch 2 games by Serious Studios? Not until after Nintendo announces the Switch 2. They're all embargoed. So you will get nothing until the Switch 2 is officially announced. So happy that we're updating I think the expansion pack, but Mario Bros 3. Yeah, that drops tonight or tomorrow, right? I hope it dethrones I Am Dr. Mario. Nothing's gonna dethrone I Am Dr. Mario. At least nothing yet is gonna dethrone I Am Dr. Mario. Like, that video was just... That video was like viral craze kind of video. But I would love to get a video that hits a million views. Like, I think that's... I still haven't done that yet. I've never had a video that's hit 1 million views. So I think that would be cool if I ever got one that hits 1 million. Maybe one of these days I could think of something that actually is like 1 million view video. I Am Dr. Mario Part 2 would dethrone it. I don't think so, because I Am Dr. Mario was a meme gimmick at the time. So I think even a Part 2 couldn't dethrone it. Been playing Alan Wake 1 on PS5, it's pretty good, but the dodge mechanic is so clunky. Yeah, the game's kind of clunky. Shout outs though. What's up, Crucible Raven? Maybe Switch 2 content. Well, I mean, if I jump out and make some high quality Switch 2 content, yeah, it's definitely possible. But I haven't had a video even come close to the I Am Dr. Mario. My second best viewed video is like the Doom, right? So at that time, we had way less people covering Switch. There was far less people covering the Switch. So that's the reason why that video got so many views. Like, my Doom Eternal video did nowhere near as good. So it's like, it's the reason why that video did so well is because not as many people were covering Switch. I was covering Switch. So yeah. I know what's 1 million view worthy. You collaborating with Super Metallic Dave 64 reacting to Switch 2 reveal. I don't think that's even 1 million view video. To be honest, I don't think that's even a 1 million view video. Unless I clickbaited it and titled it like 2 morons who got the Switch wrong react to the Nintendo Switch 2, which I don't think Dave would ever agree to do that. What do you think of Naughty Dog developing a Crash Bandicoot RPG or Uncharted 2 2D platformer instead of remaking the Last of Us games? Arguably don't need it. I mean, I guess that'd be cool, but yeah, I doubt they're gonna do that. What's up, Sweet Life Dio Brando? It's because you waited too late. I don't think, like I said, the sequels never do better than the originals. That's what I noticed, like, with YouTube. Like, if you have like a sequel to something, it usually doesn't do better than the original. Like, if you have like a viral hit, it doesn't usually do better. So, but yeah, I mean, maybe. Just got Ninja Storm 4 pretty late, to be honest. Yeah, it's really late. The new one's coming. I'll make Ultimate Ninja Storm content. My Ultimate Ninja Storm content did pretty good on the channel. It never got near 1 million, but it did like hundreds of thousands, like my separate videos on it. So once again, people weren't covering Switch like that back then. I don't know, maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. I mean, before I hit, I think it was in 2021. Like I hadn't had a 100K plus video in like 3-4 years. And then in 2021, I think when Skyward Sword was coming out, I finally got like a 100K video, and I hadn't had a 100K video like literally in like 3-4 years. So you never know. How much for a 24-hour stream? I can do a 24-hour stream, but I'd have to break it into chunks, like, you know, block 1, block 2, block 3. The stream will be left on, but obviously I'd take a break. Because I don't want to die. I'm old, so I'd have to take like naps in between, or like a good like hour and a half nap here, hour and a half nap there. So it'd have to be broken up into chunks, or I get somebody else to help me out with the stream. But 24-hour stream, whew, I'm gonna say to plan it, because you'd have to plan it, all the time spent, recovery. Ooh. We're looking at least minimum of like 500, at least minimum, because the planning would be insane. Like content for 24 hours, that's a lot of planning, you know. But I'd probably alternate between talking about games, playing a game, talking about games, playing a game, like alternate between the two. But yeah, minimum of like 500 minimum, which it could be more, but minimum would be that. Because that'd be so much planning and preparation. I'd have to sleep before, and I'd have to, like I said, get the snacks ready. I'd have to, oh my god, there'd be so much prep for that. Plays Pokemon Sleep. Oh man. This is what if Etika, or what if OJ blew up to Etika's size with Switch 2? I don't know if it's possible to blow up to Etika's size, or what he did. I mean, it's possible to get to where Etika was before he passed away. But, I mean, the way that Etika's trajectory was, you know, he was going to be like, I show speed, right? That was his trajectory. His trajectory was that. But unfortunately, it was cut short. But I don't know if I'll ever get to that, because one, I'm not young. I'm not, like, young and crazy and, like, viral crazy and, like, meme-ish. I'm not that type of person, because I'm old. So I don't know if it's possible, to be honest, but I do think it's possible to do a lot better than we did with the Switch era. I mean, the Switch era brought us a lot, and I'm very thankful for the Switch era because my career was saved by the Switch. But I think the Switch 2 era can definitely be just as good, if not better, than this one. I think we can definitely double, or we can probably triple. I can probably, by the end of the Switch era, I can probably be like at 300 or 400,000 subscribers, right? So, I mean, I think we can definitely like triple with the Switch 2 era if we just do the right thing, right? Where do you think Zelda goes artistically with Switch 2? I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. We're just gonna have to wait and see. You know, so I'm not really sure. Maybe they'll go back to like a Twilight Princess style, Twilight Princess art style. Nah, Dave still got scars and PTSD from the Switch original reveal. Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. He's definitely, you know, my man is Shulk. My man is Shulk. So yeah, good questions though, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. What's up, Dylan? What's up, John K? Says, what's up, OJ? How you doing? How are you tonight? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Etika's rise was insanely rare. Most people never grow that fast in a short amount of time. Yeah, I remember one day he got like 4,000 new subscribers in like a day after. I think it was like the what's it called? The whole Ridley thing in Smash Brothers or whatever. He got like 4,000 plus in like one day, and like it was still rising. So like that type of growth, the only time that I've ever had that type of growth was like in like one day or two. It was like when Beat 'em Ups gave me like a shout out in like one of his videos. So that was in like one of his actual like edited videos, which that costs a lot of money to be in, like as a sponsor to be in a Beat 'em Ups video. That costs a lot, right? So the fact that he did that for free was very nice of him. And also Brian Altano from IGN, he also gave me a shout out as well. So that also helped out. But that was like over a course of a month, you know. But I don't think I've ever done like 4,000 in like one day. I mean, maybe the beat 'em ups video, yeah. It's gonna be weird to enter a new console reveal without etiquette. His Nintendo NXT, I think NX content was alive. Did such a good job of hyping up the new console. I mean, yeah, I was here before Etika was doing like console launches. Like I was here, like I was making content before Etika. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely, it's not weird for me because I made content before him and I've done launches before him. But yeah, it's definitely not as, obviously it sucks, you know, because he was such a big part of the Switch, you know. So it's very unfortunate. I miss him all the time, you know. Plan on checking out Dave the Diver. I think I have Dave the Diver. I just need to download it. I think I have it though. What if Nintendo will ever try their hand on another 2D platformer Zelda? 2D platformer Zelda, or like just a 2D Zelda? I'm pretty sure that they will. I'm pretty sure Grazo or somebody will make that. So I'm pretty sure they will. Saved by the Switch, the PlayerEssence story, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong. I probably would have just, I would have found a way, right? But I don't know if it would be take the same shape and form as we have now. So, I mean, obviously that's something else. I mean, who knows? I probably would have just went and worked for somebody else, like went and worked for like a company, like a IGN or something like that. I probably would have just got into it that type of way. So yeah. Yeah, so like shout outs to everybody like watching. Like today's video is doing super well. Already over 6.1K for like a big RPG video. It's already my second best out of my last 10. So yeah, like I think my whole goal of the channel, like my whole focus is definitely shifting over to like the big videos and just, you know, maybe not having all the small videos in between, or if I can get a news video and get it in, but it's more just gonna be like me doing, you know, like the high quality content and just, you know, the news video, like news stuff will be like maybe covered in live streams, or just like maybe like if it's like really big news, like we can cover it. But I don't know, I kind of like, I enjoy the big RPG videos and stuff a lot more. Those are like way more fulfilling, and like and they do really good. Imagine RGT switch to eShop videos. I know, seriously, those were all the rage back in the day, man. Everybody tried to do them. I tried, I failed. So would you consider any of the Phantasy Star games as honorable mention in today's video? Phantasy Star, a little bit, yeah. I mean, I wasn't as big on Phantasy Star as other people were. I mean, I don't consider any of them like a 10 out of 10, but I mean, for you, for sure. Like, the studio and the house stuff, guys, we hit a little bit of a snag on the house and the studio, which is very unfortunate. But we're still going. We're still going. There was some issues that arose with the house, but we've got a couple other things lined up, so we'll make some headway with that. One of the big issues though is that house that I was going to get, there wasn't enough place for, like the area in the backyard and stuff was not big enough for a studio. Like it was, but it was not. There was barely any room. So, and also some of the other stuff, like, you know, buying a house is terrible at this point. So there was some other things that came up, but we have, like I said, we have a bunch of other things lined up in terms of places. So we, you know, so it's all good. Nah, it's okay, man. It like I said, everything worked. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm not really too upset with that. Like I said, we got some other places lined up that we're looking at, and maybe we'll make some offers pretty soon here. So, all right, take it easy, Maverick. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Nah, it's guys, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. It is all good in the hood, man. I'm hey, look, listen, I'm not worried, bro. You know, because it don't matter to me. It's fine. We'll get something when we get something. But you know, new houses every single day. It's just about finding the right one. That's you know, that's good for what you need, like for like what you need, you know. So yeah, that's just really what it's about. It's about finding what you need, finding the house that fits what you need. So that's what I plan on doing. The house next door to me just went up for sale. Good family leaving too. Come on over. Yeah, right. Yeah, like $1 million, 700,000. I'm good, dude. Hell no. Los Angeles? Bro, we were looking at houses in Los Angeles. Me and my wife were, bro, legit, like 1748. Like, what was that dude's name? Like, hey, what's up? Hello, like literally, what trap houses, bro? Like literally, like trap houses for like $370,000 or $370,000. Like legit, like literally, like. Fetty Wap, like 1748, you know what I'm saying? Like traffic, I'm like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. Hell no. Like $400,000 for like, bro, we saw one place that said three bedrooms, no bathrooms. How do you have a house with 3 bedrooms, no bathrooms? Legit had no bathroom. What do you mean? You talking about give us $360,000. 3 bedrooms, no bathroom. How? 3 bedrooms, no. How is it even a house? Bro, it was straight up like an old, like, convenience store. There was like a gate that was closed. Bro, I saw one house. It looked like one of those houses that like after a war happens and then like somehow the house is still standing. Bro, I didn't even see the ceiling. They didn't even show the ceiling, bro. Like the top of the house. It was like this little brick. That house looked like if you don't have like dogs out like a big old huge gate, you're just gonna get robbed and pilfered like every day. No. Let's see. You were not gonna say JRPG. You were capping. No, I actually made a video, Jaime, updating in terms of what I was going to say when it comes to JRPG, based off of what some other developers had to say. So I actually made an update on that, and we talked about that as well. As early as retired computer engineer, based on what Nate said, I predict Switch will have way better run than its predecessor. Tech will age better thanks to reconstruction. Well, the tech's already gotten way better now at this point, Enrique. So, I mean, that's just based off the generations of tech being way better. Let's see here. I missed the update. No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Because I did say that, but that was based off of, like, Yoshi P and, like, based off of what he was doing. Other Japanese developers had no issue with it. Plus, in terms of, like, SEO and, like, YouTube stuff, like, clearly the fans, you guys disagree with my take on that. So, I mean, I'm not going to be so hard-headed about that to where I'm going to be like, all right, I'm not going to listen to what the fans say, too, you know? So that was an overcorrection by me, which I made a mistake on that one. But yeah, you're right though, man, Enrique. You're right on that. You know, when it comes to like the Switch tech, it's definitely gonna get better. The outhouse, then, yeah, man, bro, nah. Like Paul Gale, man, he got that house back when the prices weren't that bad though. You know, he got that house back in those days where like the prices weren't like as bad. Like they were not great, but he got those houses back then like where it was like, okay, it was expensive, but it wasn't like as crazy as it is now, you know? So yeah, like a lot of the cats that live in Los Angeles, man, their houses are worth so much. Like if you were living in Los Angeles like in the 1990s, or if you bought a house like in the 2000s, oh my, like a good house in a good neighborhood, oh my God, like that was the time to get it, like the early 2000s. If you could somehow buy a house in that time period in Los Angeles, your house is worth so much right now. The house price, like even like if it's like old as hell, like it's just decent neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Like 4 bedrooms, 1,500 square foot to like 2,000 square foot, bro, that house worth like $700,000, $800,000. Maybe a little bit less, but y'all know what I mean. Like in a good neighborhood, like those houses are expensive, man. Expensive. See, I thought I bought mine in 2013. It has changed in oh yeah, 2013 was a good time to get it. I mean, it was still pricey because it's Los Angeles for 2013 terms, right? It's still pricey, but it's nowhere near as bad. I bet your house is what? Tripled in value, doubled in value, tripled in value. I mean, even here in the CV, my house didn't quite double in value, but it times and a half in value. So I'm guessing your house definitely doubled or tripled in value since then, in 10 years. Oh yeah, people in LA sitting on gold mines, sitting on legit gold mines. If you have like a house in Malibu, oh my God. Malibu in certain areas, oh my gosh, bro. So good. Well, if you have it. Alex Vasquez, thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Thank you for subscribing. Let me see where we're at on time, guys, when it comes down to it. Let's see here. We are at, okay, 154. So we have already confirmed that we are going for 45 minutes extra. So we do have a good long extra stream already locked in. If we hit the 30 though, we will play the game of Horizon Chase 2. So let's see. You couldn't pay me to live in LA. Hey man, it's not for everyone. I can tell you that. It's not for everyone. But if somebody wanted to pay me to live there, like pay me a lot, oh, I definitely, you give me a lot of money, oh, I'll live there. Oh, I'll live there, all right. So you're saving 700,000 expensive. You better not look into an NY house then. NY houses are about that in terms of the size and the price. Yeah, they're about that as well. I mean, if you want a bigger house, that can be like $1 million plus. But yeah, that's how NY is as well. Like if you want like in a good neighborhood in New York. But a lot of people in New York, they want to live in the what's it called? They want to live in like the city, like the condos and stuff like that. Those are expensive as hell. But if you got 800K for a house, I mean, you can get something decent in New York if you got 800K, you can get something deep. You can get something good. I mean, it's not going to be like the biggest house ever, but it ain't going to be bad. But no, 700, 800K anywhere in America will get you a nice house in a nice neighborhood. Anywhere in America. If you got 800K for a house, you can live in a good neighborhood with 800K. So yeah. San Diego's expensive as hell, but once again, even in San Diego, you got 800K for a house, you can live in a good neighborhood. I mean, you're not gonna live in the richest neighborhood, but you can live in a good neighborhood. Anywhere in America, you got 800K for a house, you can find somewhere. Because most people can't afford 800K. Like most people do not have 800K for a house. It's like you have to make a certain amount, right? You have to put a certain down payment. You know, if you don't have outright cash for it, you've got to have a certain amount like they just want, right? For like a down payment. I mean, like they probably won't let you do FHA, like a first time home buyer or whatever. I mean, maybe you could, but the down payment's still going to be hella high. First time home buyer, they're going to be like, why are you buying an $800,000 house for your first time home buyer? You know, so you probably can't even get that with the FHA loan. So yeah. The mortgage would be strong. The mortgage would be the mortgage would be beating down your chest. Yes, that's gonna be about. Oh boy, that's gonna be in the area of like 7,000 a month for yeah, it's gonna be in the area of like 7,000 ish. I'm just taking like a $300-something thousand house, doubling it, you know. And you're gonna need like 200. You're gonna need like 300 down, 200 something, 300 down. You're gonna need quite a bit down too. You're gonna need a hot amount of that down as well, you know. So yeah, FHA loans, them taxes and insurance each month. I mean, when I got my FHA, it wasn't too bad. You're required to have, you know, obviously you're required in California. There's California state tax, property tax, and then there's also, insurance tax and stuff like that. I mean, it's not too bad. At least mine wasn't too bad at the time that I bought mine. But yeah, now at this point, obviously it's more expensive for everything. But I mean, FHA loan, if you don't have the bulk amount of money to put into a down payment, FHA is a really good option. Like it's a super, super, super good option. So yeah, I bought my house 24 years ago at 5,400 square foot. 5,400 square feet for 160,000. You must live in the middle of nowhere. But 24 years ago, that big of a house for 160, you must live like farm area or like country or something like that, which you don't have to say where you live. But yeah, that's definitely in a like a North Dakota or something like that. that's definitely in one of those like dead areas, right? Well, that's good though, man. Yeah, like big old huge house, $160,000. I mean, that's incredible. That's so good. So yeah, man, it's all good though. It's all good. Yeah, 160,000, bro. That's like barely a down payment in a lot of areas. That's barely a down payment, man. On a house in a lot of the busier areas. But nah, man, dude, that's good. Your house is probably worth a lot more now. It's got a lot of equity on there. I'm guessing you've already paid it off, or you bought it 24 years ago. So, I mean, if you bought it 24 years ago, it's almost paid off, or it's pretty much paid off, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's almost paid off or paid off, which is good. Then you own it completely. Yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. House is paid off. Yeah, that's incredible, man. That's what it's about right there. I hope one of these days I'll have a house that is fully paid off in like my own, like fully paid off, no mortgage. You know, one of these days. One of these days I will achieve this. I don't know when, but I will. Oh man, I will. Yeah. 3 bedrooms, 7 acres. My house place was a steal. Yeah, definitely. Big steal at that. Let's take a look at New York. Let's take a look at so yeah, I'm like looking at Manhattan right now. And yeah, it's like a lot of condos. like yo, okay. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 900 square foot condo, $330,000. Yo, let's go. Yo, some of these don't even have the square footage on there. It's like, yo, it's such a small square footage. It's like irrelevant. They don't even put the square footage in the condo because it's so damn small. All right, let's go up to 800K. What can we get for 800K? What can we get for 800K? Yeah, it's all condos. Everything's like a condo in Manhattan. Nothing's like an actual real house. But no, like oh my goodness gracious, these prices, bro. Like what, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, $679,000. But that's, like I said, in the city, like in the nicest neighborhood, right? Like in the nicest neighborhood. Let's add just like New York, just straight up like Brooklyn. Or just New York, just in general. Everything's like condos there. You guys are like all condo people. All these, okay, yeah, so there's some houses like you can get like in Harding Park, like the Bronx, right? You can get like a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,650 square foot house for $579,000. Now, I don't know how good or bad that neighborhood is, but I mean, like I said, if you got 800K to spend on a house, you can live pretty much anywhere in New York. You can live almost anywhere and be comfortable. You know, Bronx is kind of sketchy. It's Harding? It's Harding Park. What is Harding Park? I don't know the neighborhoods, but this is insane though. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 750 square foot condo for sale for $780,000. That is insane. That is insane. All of these are condos though. Like literally, like all these are like condos. Like everything's a damn condo. All right, so you have like a multi-family house in Staten Island. I think Staten Island's pretty good, right? And it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And it's 1,649 square foot, and it's $700,000, right? So yeah, you got that. You got some new construction areas in Staten Island for $760,000. This sucks though, man. This is trash. Like this is legitimately hot garbage, you know? This is like legitimately like this is like legitimately hot garbage. Like these prices. I can't do this. I can't live in this area. Like this is just too much. Like you've got condos for like $600,000 where they don't even list the square footage because it's so damn small. You've got a few houses, you know, that are like old houses for like $500,000, $600,000, and some of them are like new construction for more. But this is just too expensive. You take this 600,000 or this 700,000 and like you can absolutely live in multiple different areas like parts of California or even like other places. Like you can take that and go to Florida. I mean, obviously it's Florida, but I mean, you know, I'm good on all that, man. Like that's just too much. Like I can't, like if you have a job that's online, unless you have family, right? But like where is there like cheaper? Like you have New York, you have like, but isn't like Massachusetts or like New Hampshire or like Vermont, aren't those like cheaper? You know? What's over here in these? What's over here? Nova Scotia? What's it called? Nova Scotia. Is it Scotia? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, guys. Is this, bro? I'm gonna have my blonde moment here. What's all this stuff up here? What's all Nova Scotia? Okay. Is that Canada? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, it connects to Maine. I know Maine. That's part of Canada. Oh, okay. It's like there's New Brunswick. New Brunswick is connected to Maine, and then New Brunswick is connected to all this crap over here. I figured it wasn't America. Like I figured it wasn't the US. Okay, I've heard of like Halifax, right? I've heard of that before. Okay. Okay, yeah. I want to go over here. That's where I've heard of this place before. That's where I want to go here. I want to go here. I want to go to this place called Halifax. Is it called Halifax? What is there to do in, it's Dartmouth? What is there to do in Halifax and Dartmouth? I just want to know what is this area and what is there to do in that area. I need somebody to let me know in the chat. San Diego? You know where San Diego is. It's in California, like Southern California near the border, near Mexico. Those cities are dead. There's nothing to do there? Oh, that's unfortunate. Nothing to do there. All right, so let's see. All right. Old Port City. Okay, that doesn't sound fun. Skip that place. I'm going somewhere else. Where are we going? We going to Cleveland, Ohio. The housing market's good in Cleveland, right? Or in Ohio. I'm seeing some good house prices in Ohio. I don't think it's too bad. That's where Scott the Waz is. Scott the Waz over there in Ohio. So I go chill with Scott the Waz. You know? Yeah, Ohio seems very affordable. Yeah, it's Ohio though. That's the problem, right? The NFL Hall of Fame is here though, right? So you go check out the NFL Hall of Fame. You got Bowling Green. I've been to Ohio. I've been to Bowling Green. That's where I was. I've been there for football. So yeah, I've been to Ohio, but I haven't really, I was just on the campus. So I didn't really see the state. So yeah, I've been here. I've been here. Interesting nonetheless. Yeah. Geography's fun, guys. I'm a big fan, but I'm done. If I ever want to move to Ohio, I can do it. What's wrong with Ohio? I'm curious. It's just kind of like not exciting. There's not like a lot of like dope entertainment. It's not like California where you have like surfing, and you have like all these crazy different things that you can do, and like all this different stuff that's in there, like, you know, beaches and just crazy stuff in California, right? And like Vegas is very close. Like Vegas is not very far, right? There's like a bunch of casinos and different things that you can do, you know, in California. Or it's not like, you know, obviously Nevada, Vegas, where that's kind of like, you know, awesome stuff and everything like that. So I mean, that's the Ohio's just kind of like boring, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like more like family oriented and boring. People don't go there for excitement, you know. Texas. Yeah, I mean, no, you know what, man? I thought about Texas. I like the fact that there's no state taxes, but yeah, I'm good on Texas. If it's a cheap area, you're far away from the hospital in case of emergency. All right. Isn't Detroit is near Ohio? Isn't that Detroit? That's in Michigan, right? So that's like the border, right? Ohio and Michigan. I live in a boring area, so Ohio is not really the worst place for me to move. Yeah. Okay, so Texas has some good. San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. You know, yeah, like there's some great, really good cities, big cities in Texas. The real estate's it's getting expensive, but in terms of big cities, like they're more affordable than some other places. Dallas Cowboys scare you away from Texas? It's not that. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm just good on Texas for right now. I don't know. I'm good at where I'm at. I mean, you know, it's not the best place. My wife does not like it in the Central Valley. She does not like it here. So eventually we'll move somewhere else. But, you know, for right now, I mean, it's okay because the housing's like the house prices are affordable. So, yeah. If you guys have questions, though, too, like gaming questions, let me know in the chat. We've unlocked an extra 45 minutes, so we're already 10 minutes into that. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you guys for your support. I do appreciate that as well. Tennessee, most similar to Cali and all the states. I don't know. I don't think so. North Carolina. I have never heard of anybody saying anything like incredible about North Carolina, to be honest. People just don't talk about like North and South Carolina. Winnie the Pooh was created in Halifax? Was it really? What? What? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind boring areas either. Like, I don't really take advantage of all of California has to offer anyway. So, but yeah, I don't mind boring areas and stuff like that. West Virginia. All right, maybe if I have something to do. Atlanta, I definitely have to go see because my man Baron lives in Atlanta, so I definitely have to go hang out with Baron one of these days. So yeah. Only thing I know about North Carolina is Mr. Beast is from there. Yeah, Mr. Beast is from there. Says no one can talk about Born until they go to Delaware. That's where Spawn Wave headquarters. That's Delaware, right? If you had to come to Carolinas, North Carolina would be a better choice. All right. California is a great state to live in. So many options every direction. Any state can be good though. Any state can be good based on what you're looking for. Like there's positives and negatives to like every single state. Like there's no perfect state, you know, it's like to live in. So you make of it what you will with anything. It's based on your personality. You know, if you like tropical weather, then obviously, you know, North Dakota or, you know, or something like that. Or like Chicago isn't going to be like the place to go. It's like it gets freezing cold in like those areas. So it's like, so yeah. If you don't like rain, obviously you don't want to live in like Washington or like Oregon or like some place like that. Like Washington State, Washington. Yo, shout outs to my man Ram. Thank you so much for the Tune In tier membership. Let's go. Another Elite Ninja added into the mix. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Squad. Let's go, guys. We are at 20 5, which we will make that the official 45 minutes extra on stream. But today we already unlocked it. But we are there. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much. We are 5 combos away from the gameplay stream of Horizon Chase 2. So thank you so much, Ram. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. Check out your perk package, my boy. On the main page, see perks. You will see the your perks will be there. That tune-in tier is, once again, only $1. So if any of you guys want to join up, you can. You get a bunch of cool benefits, rewards, emotes, badges, name highlighted in green. Awesome stuff. Let's go, man. Thank you for your support, dude. Thank you so much. I still have not been to New Orleans yet. I need to go. Divorce rate is obscenely high in every area, though, Yak Diesel. And in terms of like California, like the cost of living, Northern California can be very expensive. San Francisco, Central California is pretty cheap. Like if you want to live in a crap city in California, you can find, like if you want to live like in Tracy, you want to live in like somewhere like that, or you want to live like in like Modesto, you want to live in like the really small kind of like those, you can get somewhere really nice for like, if you got money, like you take, like let's say a house in New York, like let's just say you could afford a $500,000 house, right? You take that money, you take it to one of these Central Valley areas, you can get yourself something really nice. You can get yourself something super nice. So California, Central is cheaper to live. Central's cheap. Northern can be expensive, but it's expensive in like a certain area, like Sacramento, San Francisco, all the areas there. But if you go above that area, that's not too bad, but nobody lives there. Like nobody lives in those areas. So that's how it is. It's kind of like striped. The super highest Northern California, cheap. Northern California, but not the northest, expensive. Central, cheap. Southern, expensive. So it like alternates. So if you want to live like, let's say like Lancaster, you want to live like outside of the big areas and you don't mind commuting, or you don't mind living not next to all the entertainment and the stuff, then California can be very cheap. In terms of divorce rate, I mean, people get divorced everywhere. California just got a lot of people, you know? So people get divorced anywhere. It's not restricted to California. Anywhere in California, you can find pretty much anywhere in California. If you've got 500K for a house, you can find somewhere good to live pretty much anywhere. Even in like San Francisco or some areas, yeah, your house won't be that big. Yeah, I mean, you'll be getting kind of hosed, but you can still find a good neighborhood and house to live in, even with 500K. It's cutting it close, but you can definitely find some, like a good neighborhood. Like Los Angeles, if you got 500K, you can find a good neighborhood, a good place to live. You know, you can definitely, because like the ghetto places are like 300,000. The somewhat above that are like 400,000-ish. Like to somewhat above that to okay are like 400. 500,000, you can live in a good neighborhood. Everything will be gravy, right? If you got 500K and you can afford those monthly payments, you'll be able to find anywhere in California you can live. Like I said, your house might be smaller. There might be some crazy fees associated with that, property tax and stuff, but you can find somewhere to live. So, unless you go to upstate, you're not finding a house in New York for 500K. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Based off of what I saw there, but I said earlier, I said 700K. 700K. 700 to 800K you can find somewhere. D-pad drift on my Pro controller, playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I started using the SNES controller. Nice. Well, not nice for the D-pad drift. If YouTube doesn't pay well, then how are YouTubers always buying houses? Who said YouTube doesn't pay well? Casual noob. Nobody said that. So I don't know why you keep spamming me with that. No, who said YouTube doesn't pay well? What do you got, OJ? What does that mean? Oh, I have a straw in my hand. It's a straw. On the block 50 set got shot. You'd be lucky to find 650K. Yeah, it's expensive in New York, man. I wouldn't live there. 300,000 for the hood is crazy. Yeah, yeah. The hood for a house in the hood, like in Los Angeles, yeah, even in some of the outer areas, like you're gonna need about 300 something K, you know. So, but if you want something that's a little bit nicer, if you got 400 to 500, you'll be good. You'll be set. Probably more like 500, you'll be set. In Michigan, the hood area is about 20 to 80K. 20 to 80K in Michigan for the hood? For a house? I don't think there's any house in Michigan for 20K, even in the hood. How do you have a house for 20K in the hood? Is it a house or is it a cardboard box? Like a reinforced cardboard box? 20 to 80K for a house? That sounds crazy. Even if it's in the hood. Like the cheapest that I saw in the hood here in the CV is like, I saw a house for 99K. I was like, dang. That house looked like, bro, it looked like a trailer. It looked like a modified trailer. So yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into specifics in terms of like how much my house was and all that. So I'm not gonna get into that, Skylar. This is insane. Live 3 acres, beautiful land. Hope can't believe how much people pay. Yeah, you got it a long time ago. It was a different time period back then, you know. Different time period. 20K is a master shed. Yeah, that's got to be definitely a reinforced shed. That is not anything substantial. 20K for a house? That doesn't even seem real. I think you meant 200K. You meant 200K? I think you meant 200K. Cause that just seems crazy. Me and my wife were thinking about taking a trip to Cali. What part would you prefer the best beaches vacation? Oh my God. Woo, baby. Marina Del Rey is good. Oh, San Diego. I'd probably say San Diego is probably the GOAT. The GOAT is probably San Diego. But there's Venice Beach. There's Marina Del Rey. There's Atascadero. There's Pismo. If you want something a little bit cheaper, Pismo will be cheaper. Marina Del Rey will be cheaper. San Diego will be the most expensive. Venice will be somewhere in between. But yeah, those are all good. Atascadero is not too bad. But I would probably go with something that's safe and viable. So I would just say go to San Diego and just get one of those nice, if you can afford it, get one of those nice beach, hotels in San Diego. Get one of those. Get one of those. But yeah, if you want something a little bit, if you want like a cheaper beach visit, try Pismo Beach. If you really want something that's like affordable but still, damn, like this is a nice beach, get Pismo. Pismo's a little bit better than like San Diego or like Los Angeles beaches, like real Los Angeles beaches. Pismo's not too bad. It's like Pismo's like an hour and a half or so from here. Pismo's very nice. I visited Pismo around 4th of July last year. I took my wife to Pismo. We had tons of fun. We went to Marina Del Rey for her birthday. That was also very fun. So I definitely would like to visit California at some point. Oh, absolutely. So there are houses everywhere in the South under 100K. Under 100K, that's definitely got to be the most ghetto houses. Like even like in today's market, if your house is under 100K, literally you got to walk outside with a bulletproof vest. Because that just doesn't compute in my brain. Under 100K, even 10 years ago, a house under 100K was like barely seen. At least a nice house in a good neighborhood. Chef Ramsay's restaurant. I've never went to a celebrity restaurant like that before, like a celebrity chef restaurant. Except for that one guy, like the guy for that guy, like the Flavor Town, like. He had a restaurant. I went to it. I went on a date with the girl to one of his restaurants, right? This was like back in like 2017 or something like that, 2018, before I got married, right? I went on a date and it was like this tall black chick, right? And instantly, like, I think, I'll tell you, okay, OJ's Bizarre Adventure story time. So I go on this date with this girl. We're texting back and forth. It's like whatever, right? We're texting back and forth. She seems nice enough. She's kind of chubby, but no big deal. Um, and she's not super tall, but she's not short. So, and she's good. She's a manager. Like I know she was she was like a manager at a place. She made good. She drove an Escalade. Seems like a very nice lady, right? So we were texting back and forth and everything, and you know, we're like, hey, we're gonna meet up. So we meet up, and I'm like, I don't have my car because my car was in the shop. So I asked her like, hey, can you come pick me up? Which sounds just terrible, but she was of age. It's not like she was like, you know, when I say of age, I mean like she was like she was older. Obviously, I don't date anything that's young. At that time, I didn't date anything that's younger than like 25, right? So she's more mature. That's what I mean by that. So she's more mature, and we go out. Like, so she picks me up, right? She picks me up. We go to the Guy Fides restaurant. And, you know, everything was fine. It wasn't bad, but I had a chicken sandwich from there. And that chicken sandwich messed my stomach up. Like, it jacked my stomach up, bro. It really messed my stomach up. So, she takes me back to my house, right? And she's kind of looking at me like, hey, can I come in? And I'm like, my stomach is like on fire, bro. Like, I've got super BGs, and I'm like, thanks for the tonight. I'll talk to you later. And I just like get out of the car. I just go back inside, and I'm like, ah, what's up? It was like, invite her in or BGs all night. Bubblegum. I'm like, I'm gonna have to take one for not the team. I'm just gonna have to just I'm good for tonight. I'll just, you know, it's fine. You know? So she didn't call me after. She didn't text or call me after that. She didn't know that I had BGs. She just thought that I stood her up. Because we had been texting and blah, and acting like it was so interesting. And bro, I wanted to talk to her more, but dude, my stomach was killing me. Like, legit. And like, I didn't want to keep on using the restroom on the date. So I'm like, oh my God, my stomach is killing me. So I wasn't talking as much. So she just I think she felt that I wasn't into her, but she still, like I said, she wanted to park. She's like, oh, can I park? And I'm like, yeah, I parked. I was like, usually you say, can I park? Like in your driveway. Oh, she wants, you know, she was looking at me like, invite me in. And I'm just like, have a nice night. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Yeah, blocked by, yeah, exactly. You blocked by food. So that was funny. Yeah, she didn't text me. She didn't call me after that. I was just like, oh, well, it's fine. It's no big deal. I'll just kept having to go pee over it. I said, F it, made up excuse and went home. Yeah. No, there was not another. No. I would never let somebody be in my house when I'm not there. No, I don't do all that. So I don't. Yeah, that Flavor Town, dude. I never went back over there. Like, I never went back to that, and I think it like shut down or like he like sold it later because nobody was going because it was trash and it was too expensive. Oh, you mean? Oh, the bath, yeah. Bro, the whole night I was like going into the bath, like the whole night I'm just like, it was like cramping my stomach. It was like cramping and like attacking it. It felt like my stomach was like fighting against the food. I'm like, this is terrible. That chick, or somebody didn't wash their hands, or I don't know what happened, man. But dude, it was bad. It was bad. I'll never go there again. Never go there again. So yeah, that was my experience with like the celebrity restaurant and all that. That was my experience there. All right, you are nowhere. Names finale. Let's move on. Yeah, but the problem though, Sebastian, is like, bro, it lasted all night. I didn't like. Sometimes you ever had it to where like you go unload, but then it comes back, dude. It kept on coming back. Like it was not good. So it was like, man, bro, it wasn't worth the risk. The risk was The risk is you invite in and then, you know, whatever, and then bam, during, you know, something. That's the risk that you take, bro. Like, I don't, no, it ain't, no. It's not worth the risk. The risk was it's not worth what the embarrassment of what could happen. If my stomach wasn't killing me that bad, if it was just like mild, I could have just took some Pepto and been good, man. But yeah, it was not worth it. It was just take the L. Take the L and live to fight another day. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the L and live to fight another day. So yeah. All right, but if you guys have normal questions, you guys can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence. We are still going. We still have about another 15 minutes or so on stream, unless we hit our 30 times combo count. Then we will boot up that game as well. So yeah, shout outs. What we might do is if we get the, we might do it. I think this might, if we hit like the 25 times or we hit the 20, we'll do like the game regardless because it's 45 minutes extra anyway. But I changed it to 30. Yeah, we got to refine this so it's a little bit better. Keep asking those questions though if you guys have them. I hear Gordon Ramsay burger is amazing. I gotta try the Gordon Ramsay burger. I gotta try it out. So I gotta try it out. Hit that like button too, guys. If you have not hit that like button, we are at 164 likes. It would be dope if we got to like maybe 170, 175. Shout out to you guys' support today, though. You guys have been awesome. Been absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for your support. Let's see if there actually is any other news we can go over. Okay, yeah, so the Nintendo Switch icons are up. Those are there. So make sure you guys go check those out. If you have not gotten them yet. I mean, there really wasn't much news outside of the whole Super Mario Maker stuff. Like, there wasn't really much. I think there was a little bit of a shakeup in terms of like Xbox, like Sarah Bond, she got like a promotion or something like that. So there was that, but there wasn't really a lot of extra stuff today. Sean Layden says that the industry isn't doing more to preserve games, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, fastest selling Super Mario game ever in Europe. I mean, that's awesome, but it's like whatever. It's like everyone's just kind of still playing like, you know, Mario Bros. Obviously Mario Bros. Wonder. Super Mario RPG comes out next month. That's gonna be hype. So yeah, check out the new icons, guys. Those are up. So check out the new icons. So yeah. In other words, this music's lit. Love me some Bayonetta. I gotta replay. Usually I replay Bayonetta games like every single year or two. I'll replay like a Bayonetta game, but I think I need to replay Bayonetta 3 on stream. I think I need to do a nice like second run of Bayonetta on stream. I think that'd be fun. Bayonetta 3. I think that'd be dope. I kind of want to replay it again too because they fixed Viola a lot from what she was at launch. And I pretty much already had the game. I already had the game beat when the patch came out. So I was like, oh. You know, I was like, oh. Do you think Switch 2 back to back? Yeah, check out my videos, Skylar. We've already talked about that ad nauseum at this point. That's already an old topic. So watch my videos on Switch 2 where we've discussed that quite a bit already. So yeah, so it probably will. That is a topic we've discussed so much at this point. You know, it's not worth talking about anymore. We'll wait and see what Nintendo says, but yes, it probably will. But check out if you want to know like all of my thoughts on like Switch 2 and what I think features and stuff like that, my videos, I've talked about it all on there. So those are all there for you guys to watch. Just because it's not up as like breaking news, like doesn't mean it's not worth watching. So yeah, check out those vids if you're interested in anything that I have to say about like Switch 2 or, you know, what I think about the games, potential games and stuff like that. Those are all in the vids when you get time. Obviously, you know, you guys are busy, you don't have as much time to watch vids. I get that, but it's all there as well. But yeah, I think it will. Bayonetta 3 is so fun. Love the story, especially playing Bayonetta Origins. Yes, it's very good, especially after playing that. Yeah, I think it hits a bit better. It hits a bit more, you know. So yeah. Which are you currently running 100% hard run in Xenoblade 3 speed run? Am I currently doing that, or are you doing that? I'm not doing that. Let's see. Oh, every time I ask a question, you already have a video on it. Yeah, because you ask a lot of you ask a lot of questions that are very basic. That, of course, I'm going to answer or talk about. Like, do you think Switch 2 is going to have backwards compatibility? Do you like it's stuff like that is so basic. So we've already discussed all the basic stuff over and over. And like I said, I appreciate you being in the stream. And I appreciate you asking the question. Trust me, I'll answer the question like I did. But I mean, if you ask a question that's like super basic, like what's your favorite Zelda game, right, or something like that, you know, like chances are we've already talked about it a million times, right? So, but I appreciate the questions. Keep on coming. You know, if it's a basic question, that's fine. I will answer it over and over again. You know, I will still answer it. So let's see here. Shout outs to Ozone BX Gaming with the big $10 dono. Yo, let's go. All right, that's 2 points more since we actually had a more than 10 or more. 2-point bonus on that. Let's go. Ozone says, what's the biggest game franchise you've never played? I've never played a Final Fantasy game. Oh man, the biggest game franchise that I've never played. Oh man, I think maybe I've never played, like, I don't think I've played League of Legends. I don't know if I have. I might have, but I don't think I have. But it's got to be like PC, like something like with the PC games. Like the biggest PC franchises, I haven't played like a lot of those, right? So yeah, it'd probably be something on PC. Like World of Warcraft, I think I maybe played World of Warcraft, but I don't remember because like I've had friends that have had it. But yeah, it's like one of those for sure. Some type of like big PC franchise. So yeah. Thank you so much, Ozone, for the big $10. 3 combo counts away from the we've got about 15 minutes for that to get 3 more. Then we'll boot up that Horizon Chase 2 if we do get the 30 times combo count. A good question would be if Star Fox will be on Switch 2. That is the question. Star Fox, Golden Sun, Kid Icarus, all that stuff. Thank you so much, though, Ozone. I appreciate the big 10, man. Never playing League of Legends is a big W. I know. What's 9 plus 10? I think that's 29, right? 9 plus 10. 29 and a half. 29 and 3/4. Microsoft or Sony should buy Konami so we can finally get a decent Metal Gear Solid remake. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta looks pretty good. So I don't know if that's that looks like a pretty good remake. But I'm guessing you're talking about a collection. There's no guarantee that if Microsoft or Sony buys Konami that they do better. And Konami does not want to be bought by them. So consolidation isn't better for it's not always better for the industry. Consolidation is not always better. So I don't know. That's just me. I think Konami, yeah, they're kind of sucky at times, but who knows? I mean, they might be worse underneath Microsoft's or Sony's leadership. I doubt it with what they did with F-Zero. Hey, you never know, Javier. Well, you never know. You never know. When things come back, sometimes it's a shock. You know, like they did that with F-Zero, but then they also made complete remakes of like Advance Wars, right? People didn't expect that. Like two big, well done remakes of Advance Wars all together. OJ, you planning to watch Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight predictions? I'm not planning on watching it, but I'll definitely see like the aftermath, like on Twitter and all that. So absolutely, I'll see the aftermath for sure. What's up, Brendan? Though, welcome to the stream, man. Hopefully you're doing good. Well, you passed your CDL or CLD right recently, so congratulations to you on that one, my man. Congrats. It said it's all good, man. It just makes me laugh. No, it's all good, Skylar. I appreciate you being here, bro. I really do. Don't think for 1 second I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. If you guys have more questions, once again, I will answer those within the next number of minutes. Unless we get to our 30 times combo count, then I will play Horizon for a bit, I guess. Stupid always online game. Shout out, oh, hashtag free game. Nintendo with the free game. I do have something awesome for you guys, though, next week. Next week around this time, we're going to have a really cool stream where we talk about something. I can't say exactly what it is, but we have a really cool stream where we do talk about something, and you guys are going to love it. So I'm excited about that. when it comes to like to the game and what we're gonna discuss. I'm really excited. It's really, really good stuff. So so yeah. Really good stuff. All right. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing here. Can't wait. Let's see. It says, why don't people understand if a company is not for sale, they can't be bought unless someone messed up big time? I mean, people just like, obviously, acquisitions. You know, Microsoft and Sony have been making a lot of them, so people just want more because for whatever their piece of plastic is, you know. It says, hi, whoever this is. Literally, my channel name is on like the channel that you're on, so you can see my channel name right there. It says PlayerEssence, John. So you could just say, hey, what's up, PlayerEssence? That's all you got to say. But if YouTube's algorithm brought you here, obviously it's because you needed to be brought here. It was destiny. It was fate. So you should definitely subscribe if you love talking about video games, RPGs, action games, Nintendo, Sony RPGs and stuff, Final Fantasy, all that good stuff. You like talking about that, then stick around and stay. And subscribe, hit the notification bell while you're at it. But my channel name is literally right there, dude. But shout outs to my man Ozone. Thank you for the support, bro. I appreciate that. If you guys have any more, I mean, I think we're kind of winding down when it comes to the stream. But if you guys have any last second stuff, because I went over all the news, pretty much all the news is there. Like, I'm wondering if there's going to be anything tomorrow, but I'm just excited for November is so yeah. So yeah, it's all good. Didn't know you were a Bulls fan, OJ. I've said I'm a Bulls fan multiple times. Multiple times. Says, sorry, I'm new here. No, John, I'm not. You don't gotta apologize. But literally, like, if you just came here, like, the channel name is right there. So, I mean, if you're new, the channel name is right there. So you can just say, what's up, PlayerEssence. But if you want to know, like, my name, like, particularly, like, my name's OJ. So I go by that. So my name's OJ. So it's my nickname. So you can call me that. So it's good to meet you, John. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming through to the stream. We appreciate having you here. But yeah, you can always call me like Essence or PlayerEssence. That's fine too. Or just OJ's fine as well. But yes, I'm a Bulls fan. Been a Bulls fan since 1980s. Been a Bulls fan for a long time. Do you think Alan Wake 2 has a chance at Game of the Year? Yeah, I mean, I thought that was going to be like a conversation for today, but I'll probably be a conversation for tomorrow because I wanted to give Alan Wake some time to get more reviews. So I would say that Alan Wake 2 could be a Game of the Year consideration. It's got an 88, and they might give it over something like Street Fighter or Resident Evil, you know? Because Street Fighter, another sequel, whatever. Resident Evil obviously remake, so they might put, you know, that game in. So I think it definitely has a chance. Definitely has a chance. It surprisingly doesn't have a lot of reviews. I think a lot of people were because of the Spider-Man, right? People haven't had as much time to play the game. Spider-Man, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It was a busy week. Assassin's Creed, so the resources weren't there, you know, for everyone to be able to play Alan Wake 2 ahead of time. You know? So yeah, it doesn't have a lot of reviews now, but it'll definitely get more reviews as the game, I think November people will have more time, right? So I think that's when you'll see a lot more reviews. The later this week, next week, and into November, you'll see a lot more reviews for Alan Wake. Way more reviews for Alan Wake pop up, right? So like, yeah, right now it's got 37 reviews. It's only got one mixed review so far. One, and Metro Game Central A peculiar sequel that at times seems to purposefully undermining the best elements of the original, but still gets just enough right to please both existing fans and potential newcomers. So that's something that I heard on the Digital Foundry Tech Review. They said that it doesn't play like the original Alan Wake, and they didn't have a problem with that though. That the fact that it doesn't play like that. This person seems to have a problem with it not playing like the original Alan Wake. So, I mean, it's been 13 years though. It's been how many years now? So I mean, I guess like I don't. I don't have a problem. Like, is the game good? Like, it doesn't have to play like Alan Wake, you know. So it's all good. The graphics and the cutscenes are really good. Yeah, I've heard, I've seen it all. It looks. I haven't seen it all, but it looks great. Maybe one of these days, I will play it. I think I'll play it when it's on, like, if there's a physical or if it's on sale. I'm not buying it full price, digital full price. Nah. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not getting a review code either, so. So yeah. But yeah, it can absolutely be a game of the year contender for sure. Absolutely game of the year contender. All right, so that is going to wrap it up for the stream, guys. Got close to the extra Horizon Zero Chase. Maybe we'll get it tomorrow. But thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. Tomorrow we've got a big stream as well. We'll have a bunch of cool topics for you guys. No PlayerEssence cross. I probably no PlayerEssence cross Nintendo next week, even though we had some Mario stuff. We'll probably go over all of that. I think I kind of want to wait till Nintendo's financials. That'll be next week, and then we can do Mario sales plus financials. We can kind of group all that in together. So thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. You guys are incredible. Thank you guys for the 27 times combo count. That is awesome. Shout out to everybody getting the 2-pointers. Appreciate you guys, all those. And like I said, we're gonna refine it. We're gonna get it to where it's well done. Trust me, I know there's a lot of shifting stuff, but we need to perfect it. But everything that we've done so far is to the benefit of you guys, adding extra points in, you know, like putting extra stipulations in there for it to be, you know, on the times and getting different stuff. So everything's been a benefit to the to you guys. So I think that I feel good about that. So thank you guys so much for the combo counts. Appreciate that. And yeah, check out the most recent video. It's doing really well. I am surprised. Like, it started out really low, and then it's just been gaining and gaining and gaining. It has a 98% like ratio. So thank you guys so much. 68 comments. Like, I love doing big RPG videos like this, and I love seeing that you guys are like liking it, and it's like doing well, and it's not gonna like fizzle out. So it's already gaining to be like #1. I think by the time that I wake up tomorrow morning, it'll probably be my #1 video in the last 10. So thank you guys so much for that. I'll be taking more time to make my videos, so don't always expect videos in the morning anymore. So I'm sorry, guys. I was scared to maybe not have that all the time, but guys, trust me, this is better. This is better. I've got a big Switch video coming up. I'll probably have that video done either tomorrow or the following day. So you guys watch my 10 must-play best RPGs. Watch that video in the meantime, because it's awesome, because it's so good. So especially once you get to #1, it's so good. Yo, what's up, Kayvon? Just joined? Oh, I'm sorry, man. You can watch the replay though. You can watch the replay. So check out the check out the video there, guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. Yo, Cuts, thank you, Scott Rescue Squad. Thank you guys so much. Want to give a big shout out to B Martin and this stream as the Hokage and Stream Ninja with the big 30. So thank you so much, B Martin. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to the Canadian peeps up north. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, this replay will be up, or you can just hold on to the link. If you just copy the link and put it in there, it'll pop up in unlisted. Or if you go to my list, or if you go to my main page and just click on the click on the playlist, you'll see it in there. You can watch it there as well. So it says no morning OJ videos. It's sad. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, guys. Listen, if I can get the video done by 4:30, and this video that I did was up at 4:30, right? So if the video is done, ready to go, prepped, everything's good, then I'll have the video up, right? So I'll have that. But the problem is that I wasn't able, because I was busy in the morning, I wasn't able to get a video started. So if I can get it, you know, get it and get everything ready and set for the morning, then I will. I'm just not going to commit to having it every single day. You know, I'm just not going to commit to that. So what I'm going to commit to is incredible videos, like big list videos, stuff like that. That's going to be more engaging for your time instead of me just talking about gaming news that we can talk about on stream, right? So that's what I'm going to commit my time to. So I'm going to try, trust me, I'm going to record the video. If I can edit it all tonight and get it all set and ready to go, then I'll do it. Like that video that I did yesterday, that video would have taken me 2 or 3 days in the past. I got it done in a day and a half this time, right? So since I got better editing software, I got the new Power Director update, 365 update, 2024 version. It's incredible. It's fast. It barely crashes. There's no issues for the most part. So if I can get everything done, I'll have those videos up quicker, right? Which we should. So I'll try. I'll do my best. I'm gonna work hard, guys. I'm gonna work hard. We need to truly grow the channel, like with real, you know, evergreen content instead of just daily news videos. Like we need to truly grow the channel. So that's the way to grow the channel. I've already gotten like 10 plus subscribers from that video, which beats out a lot of my other shorter videos that I've done. So yeah, we're gonna keep that coming. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you guys want to watch something in the morning, if you missed some of my other videos, watch some of those, because I've made 6,000 videos plus. So watch some of my old videos. Get my old videos back into the algorithm. How about that? If I don't have a video in the morning, please, if you want to just hear my voice talk about something stupid, go through my old videos and watch something that you know is going to be a banger, right? So try doing that if I don't have something up in the morning, so you can maybe help out the algorithm on my old vids, right? So, all right, guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it. I think I talked too much. So there's the video again. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow for JoJo Fridays. JoJo Fridays in effect tomorrow. So I hope to see you guys all there. All right, guys, peace out. Love y'all.